Good evening, one and all. Yes, it's Saturday night. It's Pixies Channel live, and I do apologise. I've tried ringing Dark Matter, but he's not answering. So he might be out. He might be asleep. Who knows? But instead, we've got the very lovely Mrs. P. How are you, Mrs. P?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you a lot better than the last few days? You
Yeah,
feel a bit poorly? Yeah,
I'm
good, good, good.
I'm sorry if you were
Oh,
expecting dark matter but got me instead.
yeah, until Dark Matter comes, and I'll kick her out.
That's not very nice.
Okay. Helga, Pennsylvania. How are you? TJ's Workshop is in the house. Yes, I do apologise, everybody. Unfortunately, I can't get hold of Dark Matter. I've tried ringing him on Hangouts. He's not here, so you're more than welcome to stay and have a laugh with us too. There's Mrs. P on the other end. Say hello to everybody. Adam Montgomery.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I do apologise. No Dark Matter as of yet, but I'm sure it will be here very shortly. My brother, what's up? Says TJ's. I'm fine. Marty won today. We was joint top in our championship league, but Wolves was an English team. They won, and now they're top. So was top for a little while.
And about 5 minutes ago, he was panicking because he couldn't get hold of dark matter.
No, couldn't get hold of Dark Matter. Whether he's forgot, I don't know.
Good day, Mrs. P. Mark. Aussie Mark says, good day, Mark.
Good day, Mark. How you going on? Hello, Molly Crazy Gooden. How are we all? Congrats on the win, says Aussie Mark. Thank you very much. You should start doing a few gaming videos, mate. I can only just play Hangman.
Uh,
Near mind any of these computer games, malarkey.
it's not your boat, is it, baby?
No, no. I can play soccermanager.com. That's any good.
I'm just going to get something. I'll be back shortly.
Right, mute your mic then.
Yeah, it's basically my next project.
Your next project. There you go. Hell yeah, sexy party says one wild Camaro SS. Hello, 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 deep entropy, sorry. Yeah, if you're expecting dark matter, I'm sorry, but I have tried getting in contact with him, but unfortunately, he's not available at the moment. I don't know why. I rung him 3 times on Hangouts, but he's not answering. So we he may have forgot. I don't know yet. So do forgive me. I've had a few drinking poos. I've got some lined up and half a drink finished already. I've been to football today. Mrs. P's back.
Hello.
Joy Grayson's in the house. One welcome. Ooh, let's have a look at this. I don't know if I'm subscribed to you. I shall have a look. I'm subscribed to that many people.
Wild Camaro.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one I subscribed to the other day.
Oh, yes, I'm subscribed. Awesome. Hello, Keith, by the way. Sorry.
No, I'm not subscribed, but I am now. I will be in a minute.
Sorry, I'm subscribed to that many people. I forget who I'm subscribed to and who I'm not. But hey ho. Mark plays in the house. Wonderful, blessed life. Hello, hello.
How are you all doing? Wonderful.
How are we all? 12 viewers, welcome one and all. If you're just coming in expecting dark matter, I'm sorry. I do apologise. I have tried contacting him. He's not answering his hangouts or anything like that. So maybe he's gone out, maybe he's fell asleep. I don't know. But as soon as it pops up, I shall get him in the chat. All right. I have sent him a link into the live stream. Sorry. I have sent him a link, so hopefully he'll come straight in. So you'll have to make do with the lovely Mrs. P.
Right. I just want for anybody that's watching, as you probably, well, some of you might know that I do a cookery channel, and I was looking on the internet yesterday, and I came across my next project, and it's to do with Halloween. So here's a picture of my next project.
Oh, there you go. Say something.
And it's a not so scary chocolate smile tart.
Ooh.
and it's on the Halloween theme, and probably the American guys out there, it's made, the base is made with Oreos.
Oh, there you go.
And the gooey slime in the middle is made with custard with green colouring.
Oh, cool. Keith says the Blades did well, Chris. They did very well. It should have been at least 2, maybe 3 more. Although they had chances as well. They hit the bar, but we had more chances and we played excellent. So I'm a happy bunny, so I'm celebrating with a few beers, as you do, with my Champions mug or pint glass. You just got one, you.
You watch, about 10 minutes later, Dark Matter will go, holy crap, I forgot.
Hello, Tommy. Sorry, mate. Yeah. I'll go, oh, no, I forgot. I should have been on Pixies Channel Live. But never mind. Not a worry. But say that, I think he does one of his own live streams, doesn't he, as well, on a Saturday night. But he did say it was okay.
Oh, it did secure another interview, and that is with Matt's Big Dream.
Yes, Max Big Dreams is a very good channel. He does a lot of droning videos. Is absolutely awesome. I've just got to arrange a time, hopefully, for next weekend. Because Max Big Dream, another one that's in America. So if Keith, if you could do me a favour, mate, if you can, put Max Big Dreams in the chat, in the link. So if nobody's subscribed to Max Big Dreams, can you everybody go and subscribe to him? And if you don't know how to do that, 3 little dots at the end of the message in the chat. Just click on that and it'll say go to channel. It'll take you straight to the channel.
I'm just laughing at what Elga's Pennsylvania cooking, and I have my Baileys in my hand.
Oh, Bailey's. Oh, no.
And while Camaro said, Helga, did Mike hide the Jack? I would imagine he means Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels. Yeah, I'll drink whiskey, but I think that's whiskey, isn't it, Jack Daniels?
It's like bourbon, isn't it, I think?
Oh, is it? It gets you drunk.
I don't
That's
know.
what you need to know.
I don't like none of this strong stuff. I have had, what is it, brandy and lemonade? Occasionally.
Brandy and lemonade.
Oh no, Jack is here, but I'm in Bailey.
So we've got 15 viewers, and for those that are not in the chat and have just come on, I'm going to repeat this until if and when he does come on.
My friend.
I do apologise because I've tried getting in contact with Dark Matter via Hangouts, and unfortunately, he's not answering. I have sent him a link direct to this chat live feed, and hopefully, while we're talking, it may just pop up out of the blue. But who knows? I don't know. So I do apologise. So it's out of my hands at the moment. I've contacted him 3 times, like I said. So, but what can we do? What can we do?
Do some
You do that, Chris. I'm on the iPad. Do you know him and his iPads? Does that mean I've now got to find Matt's Big Dreams? Hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Matt. There it is. Oh, there's the link anyway.
Joy says, are you making the cake tomorrow, Jeanette? Yes, I think so.
Cool. We'll give it half an hour or so, and then if there's no Dark Matter, I shall be inviting people, see if they want to come into the live feed or on the panel, as they call it these days. Right, where's my chat box gone?
TJ said, oh, my diet, I got to keep my slim me. Ha, ha, ha.
Me too. The wobbly jelly on the plate.
And that is who Chris will be interviewing next Saturday. Because it works Monday to Friday. And at the weekend is the only chance he gets. So he's agreed to do TJ's, that's my wife's name's Jeanette.
Pixies Channel, this is from Helga. How long ago did you arrange this? Dark is YouTube jail currently. Don't know if that would stop him from coming on or not. Oh dear.
Oh, yeah. That's
it
probably
was yesterday. Yesterday. Ooh, Random Live, hello.
And Random says he should be able to.
Hey?
Gail said he should be able to.
Yeah, because it's not him that's actually doing the live stream, unless he can't get onto his channel.
Pardon me.
But then he
Ooh.
can't do it.
What?
Oh dear. You're good. Oh well,
Oh, TJ's
it's a case of waiting. Callum,
Oh, sorry. Is TJ's wife Bella?
oh, we don't know.
Because we were talking to somebody called Bella, weren't we? And she said, oh, well, my proper name is Jeanette.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi,
Welcome.
Lynn.
Sorry, Lynn, if you're expecting Dark Matter, unfortunately, he's not answered his hangouts, and Helga's just said that is in YouTube jail. So I'm assuming that we can't get onto his channel to come live or what have you. So I don't know.
Yeah, it got to about 8:20, and Mr. P says, oh, well, I'll just ring him and sort of chat to him a little while before we actually go live. He was shouting downstairs, I can't get hold of him. I can't get hold of him. He was starting to panic.
Oh, well, what can you do?
They didn't like his channel. Oh, sorry. They didn't like his new channel trailer for some reason.
Oh.
Yes, we did. It was all arranged yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, yesterday I've got all the messages in there. Funnily enough, some of his messages have been deleted. I don't know whether that's by YouTube or whether it's by Dark Matter himself, so I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I was right, looking forward to that as well.
We know what they say about the best laid plans.
I know. Never mind.
It doesn't always go to plan.
No, it doesn't always go to plan, but there you go. Oh, Sheffield United, we won 1-0. We certainly did. YouTubers are paid it, says Elga. You're not kidding.
Yeah, and then it descended into chaos when they came back.
Yeah, innit?
I'm on about you.
Oh, yeah.
Hey?
Well, YouTubers chaos at times.
Let's put in that car.
Big Mouth Reject. Hello. How are you? Thank you for popping in.
Lynn Denton says, let me see if I can wake up the dark side. Tell him we're waiting for a sexy party.
Get his ass out of bed.
You'll get dark.
Oh.
It's what?
It's Random says if you can get a hold of Cab 7, you'll get dark.
Oh, there you go. Oh, let me get my hangout. Where's my hangouts?
17 watching.
Yeah. We actually got up to 32 watching last night, which is a record.
It is. Woohoo! Awesome.
Excuse me, everybody.
Smart box.
Well, you know what I've been like all week.
I know. Frosty cold.
I'm here to spread the love and the germs.
I don't want no germs. Don't mind a little bit. I don't mind a little bit. I'm just sending this. What's it to? Lado.
To Cab. See if he's
Boom.
Big Mouth Reject says, lol, a record. Someone sounds sick. It means me.
Box, lol.
I've been poorly all week, but I am a hell of a lot better than what I was during the week.
See you, TJ. Thanks for coming in, my brother.
And Montgomery Parkinson says, snot box, lol, Pixies.
Yeah. He's got a snot box.
Not now, because I've just blown it.
Hey ho, never mind. Sorry, I'm going to keep on repeating it. Don't look like there's going to be any dark matter. Somebody said he's in YouTube jail, so I'm assuming that he can't come on our live stream. So I shall ask Gail, do you fancy coming on? And Keith, if Keith is on his iPad, he should still be able to come on. So
TJ
if Keith,
says
you want to come on? You want to come in
baby
the
daughter
panel?
is sleeping, and Lynn says she slammed him.
She's what? Oh, you're standing. I thought you said spanked him.
No, slammed.
Oh, spammed. I'm with you
And
now.
Keith says you should always have a plan B, as I'm it.
Mrs. P's plan B. No, well, never mind. It's a Saturday night. I'm happy. My team won.
I'm sure everybody. I was just about to say, well, all the best plans and everything. And Lynn Denton says, blow a snot rocket.
God dear.
I could have done it week, but I am a little bit better than I were in week. I were really, really poorly in week.
She were terrible on other live stream, weren't you? That you were in your last one.
Yeah. Well, I wait too short.
Hello.
Eagle VP says, what about interviewing Toby?
Yes, I could do. I'll tell you what, because we've already got the live stream up and running now. Toby, how about interviewing you tomorrow afternoon or evening time? How would that be? Big Mouth Project. Just not on someone especially in the mouth. Ew.
Not Rocky.
Thank you, Molly Gordon. Hope you like my videos and enjoy them. Awesome. Everybody's subbing. Two Wheel Fix. Woo! Hello, all.
Gail's put, Eagle, I'm your secretary. That is your plan B. Hi, Two Wheel Fix.
Right, I'm going to send people some invites. Is it not going to send? There's one. It's found them. There's another. 2 invites sent to 2 certain people. I know who you are, but you don't know.
She says, get Lynn Denton on Shell Party with you.
Lynn Denton. Yeah, where's Lynn Denton? That's if it finds you, Lynn, because you know what Hangouts has been like recently. It's not finding anybody at the moment, unless you've got their email address. So I'll post your name in the Hangouts search thingy, Bobby. See if you're on there. No, so I'm gonna have to go to your page. Is your email address in your about page, Miss Denton? We put 50 cents in.
Montgomery says, who's Gail? Has she been on before? Yes, she's a very dear friend of ours.
Yeah, she's been on before, but it's still not finding her. So I've got to go to her email. Email is not on there. Oh no. What we gonna do? What we gonna do when we come for you? I better stop singing. Guys, Lynn, if you want to come on a panel, will you please send your email in the chat and then delete it in about 5 seconds?
It seems these colds are very prevalent. Big Mouth Reject says, I'm sneezing a storm lately after snorting limes and taking NyQuil. Whatever that is.
There you go.
So it's not just here in the UK, it seems it's all over.
I'm on the potty at the moment.
Too much.
Hello, sorry, can't chat now, but it's still here. Awesome. Thank you to Will. You can send the invites to the YouTube messaging as well. Oh, YouTube, yeah. That's what I have been doing.
Lynn Denton, too much information. Thank you very much.
So I'll tell you what, Lynn.
Should have done what I did and go before.
Tammy 12 Jews, welcome. She says, I need 9 subs to 500. Pixie, can you help through everybody? Subscribe. Let's get it to 500. Go.
I'm almost 100% certain that I'm already subscribed to Tammy Sully, but if not, I will sub to you.
Okay. Eagle, I've sent you an invite. Random, I've sent you an invite. I'm going to try and send an invite to Lynn Denton once she's got off the potty.
Yes, Tammy, I'm already subscribed to you, but we'll try his best.
Aye. We shall try. Sub, she only needs 9. 9 more, please. For 500. Please, pretty please. Let's get her up to 500.
Mr. Max says it already looks like a party in here. It would have been, but we minus our special guest.
Yeah, minus a special guest, so you've got to put up with Jeanette, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Jeanette's just a sexy. Hey? Uh-oh.
But there's one thing I'm not going to do that Dark Matter does.
Take your shirt off.
Yes, I'm not.
How did I know that? Lynn, I've sent you a message on the YouTube message service, so you should have the link to the live feed in your YouTube inbox.
So it
probably the spam mail.
It not be a same, not be a same sexy party.
No, just a Pixie and Mrs. P sexy party, and everybody else that wants to come in.
Oh,
For all of you guys, if there's nobody watching, I do apologise. Dark Matter is not answering. Apparently, he's in YouTube jail. They didn't like his new channel trailer for some reason, so we're stopping him from getting into the invites that I've sent him. I do apologise. So unfortunately, it's just me, Mrs. P, and a few others are hopefully going to come in. It's a lot more interesting than the dark side, says Eagle. Douglas in the house.
And this is just for Douglas. This is my next project. It's not so scary chocolate smile tart.
Oh, there you go.
And
Joseph Moffat says I'll be making a few videos in Poland soon, so be sure to subscribe. Awesome. Yeah, so that's Jeanette's Mrs. P's next project, which I'm looking forward to eating. Tammy only needs 5 more subs, so if you're not subscribed to Tammy's Sully 12 News, go and subscribe to it. If you don't know how to do it, on the end of a message, this is typed in where it says 5 more. You'll see 3 little dots. Click on that, and it'll say go to channel. Go to channel. You'll not leave this live stream, and then you can go and subscribe to it there and press the notification bell as well.
Random Life says, can you put the link in the chat real quick?
Oh, random. I can send it you to your. I've got your email, so I'll do it to your email address. I don't like putting that in there, random. I'm sorry.
For obvious reasons.
Yes.
And Mark says it'll come in a bit.
Who says Mark plays?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Nobody's seen our Lego figures yet.
No, Mark.
Do you want me to get my phone?
Yeah.
Show everybody the picture. I'll just mute me. Mark.
Boom. And invite sent to Mrs. Random. All right there, dear. It's sent to your email address. Sorry. Hi, Dale Hicks. How you going on, young fella? Everybody sub. Oh, Dale Hicks, Tammy News. If you scroll up, last I heard, she wanted 5 more people to reach 500. So if you're not subscribed to Tammy Sully 12 News, go and subscribe. 4 more. Hello, Gayo.
Greetings and salutations.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I can't see the chat because I'm on my iPad.
That's fine. Doesn't it pop up anywhere like it does on your phone?
No, because I haven't got another window I can open. I can't put a chat within a chat, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh, right. So, guys, we can all talk about Gail in the chat and she'll not know.
I'll know nothing. Keith, don't even start to chat. When's Lynn Denton getting in the room?
I don't know. She was on the loo, and I've sent a message to her YouTube messaging bit thingy
Yeah.
for the link to here. So hopefully she'll be in very shortly.
Awesome. Is our lovely Tammy Sully coming in as she's in the chat wanting more subscribers?
Oh, another one sub to Tammy. You get in there, Tammy?
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know, Tammy. Would you like to come into the onto the panel
Yeah,
and say?
Tammy, come on, get in. I'm sorry I was going to go into Tammy's chat last night. She was doing spooky stories at 12 o'clock, and I tried about 10 times to get in with my iPad, and it didn't bloody work.
Oh dear.
I was devastated. I was like, I can't get in.
Oh.
Sorry.
Tell Gail to say thank you for sending me her panties, lol. Oh, what? We should know.
Who was that?
That was
Lynn Denton.
Lynn Denton. She says lol.
She's a bad girl, that Lynn Denton. Honest to goodness, she's really like dark matters, bad side. She is, that Lynn Denton. Tell you.
And Tammy Sully says no, they would run away. I'm sure they wouldn't, Tammy, because they haven't run away while I've been on. Right, for anybody that's interested, Mark Players has made some Lego figures. Right, I'm just going to show you the picture.
Ooh.
Pay some work.
There's me, there's Pixie, and there's Boss Man.
Ooh.
Boss Man is the one. I'm supposed to be sat at a computer, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Pixie's the one with the cigarette hanging out his mouth, and the one with the red T-shirt is Boss Man.
That's cool. Lynn, did you get your invite? It should be your YouTube. I sent it to your YouTube message thing on your YouTube. So you should get it in there. Oh, excuse me.
So there you go. That is me, Boss Man, and Pixie in Lego form.
Awesome. And for the 19 viewers that are seeing, if anybody's hanging in the background, I do apologise. It looks like the Dark Matter's not going to be available because YouTube apparently don't like his new channel trailer, and he's in YouTube jail at the moment, so I'll be reliably informed. And because I did contact him three times before I came on air, and he wasn't actually answering. So
Lynn says,
looks like
sorry, I'm on my phone and don't get those private messages.
Who's that? For Lynn.
Yeah. And Tammy Sully only wants 2 more. So anybody that's not subscribed to Tammy Sully, she needs 2 more.
I'll go see if I can find you on Hangouts. 1 sec. Awesome. I'll tell you what, I'll put my address in there and you will be able to find me on there. Just copy and paste that in the link. In the
Wild Camaro has just subbed to Tammy, so that should be just 1 more.
One more for 500.
Is that for 500? Awesome.
One more.
Awesome. Come on, one more. I think I'm subbed.
I am.
I am.
Is Eagle subbed to Tammy? Keith, are you subbed to Tammy?
If not, sub away.
Yeah, if not, Keith, get that button doing the walking, my dear.
Press the little bell. And you go ding. Oh. I'm buzzing.
I'm going to say that's not your phone because it's here, but it's an empty case.
My phone's here. Right, Lynn sent me something. Oh, God.
Email address, I expect.
Dale Hicks is going to Edinburgh in Scotland next week.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yay! She's made it!
Oh, is she? Yay! Hello, Lynn. Thought you said she were here.
No, Mark Place he's going to send you his email as well.
Oh, crikey.
Who's going to Edinburgh next week, Jeanette? I'm all confused.
Dale Hicks.
Dale Hicks.
Who the heck is Dale Hicks?
See, you come on Pixie's channel and you get to your goal.
Aha.
She got 100.
Have you got 500 yet?
Yes.
Yay!
Boom.
500 for Tommy.
Lynn's just come up on my thing.
Yeah, I've just accepted it. I've got to now and get the Hangouts doodah thingy, and I've got that many pages open. I don't know what I'm doing here. There we go.
You see, he's a bloke, Gail. He can't multitask.
I'm multitasking.
And Mark's just put his.
His email. Oh God, hang on a minute, Mark. Don't
Pixie,
panic me.
one window at a time, not 20. I do that trick as well. I have like 15 windows open and go, oh shit.
Right. That was sent to Lynn in the Hangouts thing she's just sent me. So Lynn should be in a sec. Right, Mr. Mark plays now. I've got to get my chat up. Where's my chat?
Mark gonna your Legos?
What? Is Mark gonna what?
Send you your Legos.
No, we're in the lounge. He sent us another photograph as well.
Wow.
We added to his lounge.
There you go. Invitation sent to Mark Plays. Invitation sent to Lynn Denton as well.
That is the lounge that we added to.
God, who else is in there? Crimson Fantasy's in there.
Granny Monster.
Granny Monster. I can't think of. Is Dark Matter in there yet?
No idea.
I don't know. Hello, Birksdale.
There is one or two people in there, but I can't make out who they are because obviously they're so small.
Oh, okay.
Who knows?
Well, I'm going to go into this. I've got guests this week, but she's downstairs watching the telly. So I'm going to go into the spare room and fire up the MacBook.
Birksdale, I am now subscribing to you. You have now got 67 subscribers.
Ooh, 67.
Welcome. Let's get him up to 100.
And Montgomery Parkinson says, Mark, can you make me?
Huh?
Who? He can. I'm sure he can.
Hello.
We've got like 4 in now. Can you make me, Mark, please? Montgomery Parkinson wants you to make him. Mark.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
You're welcome, Sammy. See you later.
I could try make Montgomery. I'll see what I can do.
Ah, there you go, Montgomery. Look out for that.
I have him here. I'll put him out. Turn on the disco light.
I'm going to say I have been showing everybody me, Bossman, and Pixie. And the lounge.
I showed my mate at work and he laughed his head off.
So do we have to dance to disco then?
I don't know.
We need to
the lounge with the disco lights is on.
Hi, Shell. How are you?
I think now if I can get a good angle here now. But yeah, Granny Monster's in there. Jidlid, Dark Matter.
Hello.
And some of the others that I know of, a friend of mine, Care Bertie, and Green-Eyed Monster.
Hi, Lynn.
How are you?
Oh,
hi, fine. How are you? We got there in the end.
Hey,
Shell's YouTubery, I have just subbed to you.
Cool.
Hey, do you guys mind if I give a quick shout out?
No,
yeah, go for it.
Our buddy Grant Hubbard, I don't know if you guys know him or not. He is doing something great for our vets. Kind of doing just a nice, chat for them to be able to go vent or do whatever, no judgments and all that stuff. I think it'll be a good time for people that have like PTSD from military or anything like that to go check it out.
Cool.
So he's going to
So
do
if
that.
you want to get the link, if you want to get the link in for Grant Hubbard, I'll stick it in the channel, in the chat even.
Let me see if I can pull that up really quick. 1 second.
Yeah. So if nobody's subscribed to Grant Hubbard, I think I've pronounced that correctly. Yeah, when she posts it in the chat, everybody go to the channel and subscribe. Hello, Shell. I've now subscribed to you. We're all fine.
And
Everybody
Kelly Pie's in as well.
Hi, Kelly
Hey.
Pie. Hello.
Yeah, there's Mr. Pixie with his fag in his hand.
Not that.
No, I mean the Lego Pixie.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's
Say something,
cool.
Mark.
It's even got his emblem on his T-shirt. You see.
Mark, put it up again and then say something.
Hello. See how close I can get my camera's backwards. Oops. Let's see if I can switch that around. Where's my thing?
Thank you, Shell.
And there we are.
That's
Hey,
cool.
I like that. His stomach's flatter than mine.
Plus his fag's bigger than him.
And that one will last a bit longer.
Yeah.
There's Jeanette, look.
And there's me
In her chair. I have the computer set up in the thing, and I didn't bother taking it out.
with my striped T-shirt that I had on other night.
Cool.
And boss man without vape.
Okay, I've sent a link to Grant's channel in the Hangouts if you guys want to copy it over.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm a wrench, so I can't copy links.
No, I shall do it now. This is to Grant Hubbard's channel. Go and check it out, guys. Go and subscribe. There we go.
And Eagle VP's miffed because he says he's not famous enough then.
Eagle, don't worry. Random. Eagle, we know you're going to get your wallpaper is going to become a colouring book, Eagle. We just need all the parts of your wallpaper and it can be coloured in a multitude of colours. So don't feel left out in the world at all.
Did I ever send you the wallpaper, Gail?
No, you didn't, Pixie. I need the wallpaper because I'm going to photocopy it and make a colouring book.
Oh, there you go then.
Well,
I'll try and send it you later if I remember.
I've just subbed to Grant Hubbard, and it says YouTube, support your troops on YouTube.
Yep.
Exactly. Matthew Drake, hello. I didn't see you come in. Got that many. Hello, hello, hello. Eagle VP so close to 1K subs, so if you're not subscribed to Eagle VP, I think, I don't know, what was it, 11 or something? I can't remember now. So if you're not subscribed to Eagle, go and subscribe now.
I was just about to say, we've just got Tammy Sully to 500, so I'm sure we can get Eagle VP up to 1,000.
Yeah, I think so.
Eagle's awesome people too.
Jeanette went up very fast, actually.
Yes.
Last time I checked.
Well, it went up to 200. It went up to 216, but I've lost 2 today for some reason. It's back down to 214 now.
I lost 2 as well. I am back to 103.
Mine has been teetering. It's been going from 350 to like 330, and then 350, and then it's going to go back down to 330 again, probably.
It wants to go the other way.
I don't think they like my zombie.
Well, it's like I stuck a little bit, and then I started going in people's live streams, and that sort of how I've bumped mine up a little bit. But I went from like about 80 something, and it went boom. 180, and then it went boom, and it just went wild.
And so, if you don't know how to subscribe to Mr. Eagle VP's channel, I shall go and post a link in the chat for you to go straight to it. But please come back. Be like you.
Fishy comics is in.
Yo, Fishy.
But I'm going to have to hop off here for a minute. I got your guys' hangout link, so if I can jump back in, I'll jump back in, okay?
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. Love
Yeah, no
y'all.
worries. If you want to come back in, just jump straight in.
All right, love y'all.
Yeah. Have a good one.
I think Gail's had a mishap.
She's all drunk.
My iPad holder's gone a bit peaked on. I'm holding it in an LED light, which probably and I moved, which probably wasn't the best.
Oh. We thought you'd had a catastrophe.
Don't say big words on my channel that I cannot understand.
Of course you can understand catastrophe. Makes artistic. I'm going to say it makes artistic, but it's not really.
I am. That's how I get my sympathy votes, so that's how I get some more subs.
Wait while I go and get my violin. And Lulu Love is in the house too.
Hello. Hello, nobody subscribe to Lulu.
Hey.
Does Joy Grayson fancy coming on and joining us in the panel? Or in the live stream on the panel, whichever. I've had too much beer already.
Number 3-1 then. 3-2. I mean,
I'm going to say, Mark, she's calling you a lady.
I forgot Mark were in.
How's that, eh?
How can
Not very nice. Sorry, everybody, for the new people. We've got 21 viewers in. If you're expecting Dark Matter, I do apologise. Apparently, YouTube didn't like his new channel trailer for some reason, and he's in YouTube jail. So I don't know whether that stopped him from coming on a hangout. So that's why he's coming to this and seeing all these lovely people on the panel. But if Dark Matter does try and, because I have sent him the link via Hangouts, and I did contact him 3 times before I went live, but he didn't answer. So somebody explained to me what I've just said. And I do apologise. So he's not here. So we're just having a laugh.
And Dale Hicks says, "Oh, this is at you, Pixie. Why do the London people hate the Scottish? They are nice." Well, we're not actually from London.
And I'm Welsh.
No, but Gail is. Oh, sorry, you live in London, don't you?
Yeah,
we love everybody.
Who's staying with me is from Edinburgh, so go figure that one out.
I don't know why London people hate Scottish people. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to say, as far as I know, they don't.
Pixie, I know this sounds
yeah.
Why don't you do a 1-to-1 with our lovely Mark Plays impromptu?
Yeah,
I can. I've actually. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. I shall do that if Mark Plays wants to.
I'll have to figure out when I'm free, and
No, do it now, Mark.
It means now.
Oh, do it now.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
So,
okay, I'm ready.
Shall me and you go out and let Pixie do his magic?
Well, I'll stop in, but I'll keep quiet because we're getting a bit kerfuddle last night because he couldn't keep up with chat. So if anybody asks Mark a question, I should jump in.
Okay, I'm going to get off then and let Pixie work his magic.
Okay,
awesome.
Then.
Bye.
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 See ya. Oh, pardon me, that's a bit. I do apologise. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pixies Channel Live again. And this time, instead of Dark Matter, who was unfortunately, let's say, detained by YouTube jail, instead we have young Mark Plays in the house, and I shall do an interview with Mark Plays. And how are you this fine evening, Mr. Sir?
I'm brilliant. Thank you very much for asking.
Good. And could you explain what your channel is about to all the people in the chat and whoever is watching, what your channel is all about?
Well, I sometimes do games, but I mostly focus on Lego and the art side of things. So I collect Legos, I review them, and I customize my own.
And like we've us people that know you have witnessed firsthand on what you do, and you are a very talented young man with regards to the Lego business. It's absolutely fantastic what you've done. I've seen it firsthand. So if you want to type something in the chat, Mark, and say,
Dark man.
Dark Man is here. Do you? Sorry, mate. I might have to cut this short and do it another day.
I'm sure Mark doesn't mind.
He just typed, crap, I'm late.
Where have you been, young sir? I've told everybody you're not coming in. You're in trouble when I see you.
You made Mark laugh.
Right, Mr. Dark Matter. I'll let you off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't worry. In the Hangouts, what's it? I'll send you a link to this live stream. Or do you want me? Do you want me to send it you again? If I can find you, that is. He's online now.
And as they say, better late than never.
Better late than never. Oh no, that's not that one. That's to somebody else's channel. So if I send you this link to the Hangouts when you come in, could I ask? Sorry, Mark, to leave the panel.
That's grand.
I'm gonna, if it's all right with Dark, I'm gonna ask Jeanette to stay in the panel, on the panel, just to keep like ask all the questions while I'm doing the interview, if that's all right with you, young sir.
Yep, that's fine. Thanks for having me on for a bit.
It got in a bit of a kerfuffle last night.
Yes, just a bit.
It was getting too engrossed in interviewing Cab, and it were missing a lot of the questions that people were asking. So yeah. I will only butt in if anybody asks a question.
Okay.
Can you all say, I'm so sorry? Don't worry, my friend, don't worry.
It says, hell, you can all stay, I'm so sorry. You don't have to keep apologising, Dark.
Well, we can do it another day, Mr. Matter. It don't matter.
Or you can, Dark Matter's here now anyway. So,
look.
So if Mark don't mind, so Pixie can arrange.
Well, it's just said we can all stay, so we can always do the interview another day.
Okay.
If that's all right with the Dark Matter. Hello, young sir.
Hiya, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Hey.
What are you doing? You're dressed.
we promised everybody a sexy party.
Well, I could get naked. Just give me a second.
Somebody told me you was in the YouTube jail.
Yeah,
Is that true?
I'm in trouble.
What you doing?
I don't know what I did wrong, but I did something wrong, and they were like very unhappy with me.
He's a bad man.
He went over to the dark side.
Yeah, well, the YouTube people, they don't like going to the dark side.
There should be, for me, with YouTube, there should be a PG side.
Well,
then
actually,
18 plus side, but there's no, you still got to watch what you're doing, but not as, how can I put it, not as strict as what they are now, if that makes sense.
Well, there actually is an adult side of YouTube, but unfortunately, they don't pay you for that.
Right. Yeah, they don't, do they? No monetization's allowed because it won't pay ads on it, will they?
No, the ad companies are like, no, we're not doing sexy parties. Sorry.
What time is it over there where you are now?
It is 4:20
in the afternoon.
Yep. And I'm so sorry. I tell you what I did is I'm working on a project in my garage, and you know how it is when you start doing something and you kind of get involved in it, and everything else that you should be doing just kind of fades away in the back of your mind, and you forget all about it. Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of what happened. And I come in, and
I'll let you know. I'll tell you what, we can do it another day when you're less busy. How's that?
oh well, I'm always kind of like busy, so I mean, if you want to do it now, we can do it now. If you want to do it another time, we can do it another time. I'll write sticky notes everywhere so I don't forget.
I
Channel live on.
I think you ought to do it now, Pixie.
Yeah, can do, mate. Yeah. So yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll just have me a darking. Sorry, Mrs. P.
Well, I thought I were going to ask questions if any come up.
Oh, go on then. Sorry, Mark.
I won't say anything unless a question comes up.
All right then. Yeah, we shall do it that way. So don't worry, Mark. There'll be plenty of other times where you come on the panel, mate. Is that all right, mate?
That was fun in here.
If you want to continue with Mark, that's fine. I got questions for him too. Anyway, like where did he get that haircut?
Oh, all right then. Fair enough. We'll leave it all like it is, and I'll ask her questions away if I can remember what they are. But I've had some beer today, and I'm still drinking. But hey ho.
And this
Right,
is oh sorry, this is aimed at Mark. If it's anything like my son, I cut his hair for him.
Oh, there you go.
Hey up.
I haven't got
Who's
my
that?
hair
Oh,
cut
we've got a
yet.
stormtrooper in the house.
Yeah, it's Gail.
Oh, is it? She's joined the dark side.
That's random.
Come to the dark side. We have cookies.
Death
Hey,
Star.
If it's interesting to you, Dark Matter, this is what I'm going to be making tomorrow.
Oh boy, that looks good. A spider
It's
can.
a not so scary chocolate smile tart, and it's made with Oreo cookies for the
Oh
base.
boy,
Oh, yeah.
that looks
I'll have a
good.
bit when you're ready.
And I thought, with it being getting close to Halloween, that I'd go with that theme.
Oh, there you go. I'll tell you what it tastes like, though.
Oh boy, I hope you do. It looks good. I like some sweets. I can't eat a lot of them, but I like them all the same.
We're supposed to be on a diet, and she's doing a cooking channel.
Oh my.
Never mind.
Well, I tell you what, David. You know what they say? They say you can't trust a skinny cook. So.
Oh well, I'm far from that, Dark Matter.
Yeah. Well, the cooking must be grand then.
I've got the handles. So.
That's all right. I tried to watch my girls to figure out, and I did. I watched it go right out the door.
Right, yeah,
go
go on. I was going to say, do you want to carry on with your questions?
Yeah. Right then, Mr. Dark Matter, for all those that are watching in the chat, can you tell everybody what your channel is all about?
No, absolutely not.
I shall let the live stream right here.
that is one of the questions I've been asking myself since I started. What is my channel about? I think basically if it came right down to it and I had to be honest about what my channel is about, it's just about good fun. I'm just having fun and I'm enjoying YouTube and whatever strikes my fancy, so to speak. That's what I do. The minute something is no longer fun, I quit doing it. Because like I came to YouTube to make friends, have fun, and enjoy what I'm doing here. And I don't see, everybody says you probably should have a niche, you know what I mean, of what you do on your channel.
Yeah.
And I totally don't. I'm so random, it's crazy. It's I don't want to get caught in a niche, you know what I mean? Because then you're limited to what you can do. If I decide today that I want to do something different, I can do that. And like if I got caught in like a knife making niche or a bushcrafting niche or a cooking niche, then people would expect that from me all the time. And So like I wouldn't mind getting caught into something if I enjoyed it enough to stick with it. But I don't want to get bored of it and then be stuck doing that same thing and then not have any fun on YouTube. That would suck. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I
So
get.
I mean, people ask me all the time, shout out your channel. I don't know how. That's why I don't do it, because like I could go to other people's channels and give them shout outs and be like, oh, this is their channel and look how great they are and boy, they really got some great videos. I go to my channel, it's like yeah, come watch it if you want, you know.
Find a bit that you like and stick to
Right.
that.
Right,
That's
exactly.
it.
I mean, there's a lot of different things on my channel that I'm sure that different people will, and even some, you know, the same people that, I mean, there's a lot there that a lot of people will enjoy. And then there's some stuff there that's like really boring. Don't watch it.
But it's what you put up, it's what you like to do, and just whack it on there, isn't it? That's it. So it's same with my channel, really. I mainly do football, or you guys call it soccer vlogs. I need to upload mine off my phone and do it tomorrow. That's what my main channel's a bit about. But rest of the time, it's either live streams. I've done a live stream every day this week. Then I do a little bit of green screen stuff, but I'm actually terrible at. Then I do whatever comes to mind. It's like you say, if you stick to one thing, you can't have a laugh with anyone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gets
So
boring.
it is, yeah. It's like,
I'm sorry
go
to
on.
interrupt, but Mr. Eagle VP says, to Dark Matter, who does the housework in the dark house?
My lovely, beautiful wife, Dark Angel, does. She does
You
a
need to tell
wonderful
me you
job
don't
of
get
it.
the Hoover out, dog.
She yells at me if I clean. She says I don't do it right.
Well, you do. It's like this. You pretend not to do it right, so you don't have to do any.
No, I actually try. That's the sad part.
And
Oh,
I've got a question for Dark Matter. Have you got any of your purple liquid to hand?
No, not today. Not today. I have my mom working in the garage, so I don't like to get, you know, on the purple stuff out there with you know, power tools.
Well, I
it might
thought
be
you might.
minus a finger or two.
I thought
Yeah,
you might have grabbed one on your way to the live stream. You see.
I did that once, and just kidding, just
Don't
kidding.
worry, I've got my golden liquid for you. I'll have a pint for you.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Just
Right, I'll
pretend
have
it's
a
purple.
pint already.
Just pretend it's purple. It'll be all right.
Yeah. So, do you like any gadgets then, or are you old school and like the old-fashioned way?
Wait, what's that?
Do you like any of the modern gadgets, or like in your workshop or anything, or do you like the old-fashioned way? Do you use the old tools that you're more used to?
A bit of both. You know, some things you can't take away from the classics. Some things are just meant to do that job, and that's what you use. You know, I would love for Dremel to come along, or Skill, or somebody come along and be like, hey, we want to fill your garage with new gadgets. I wouldn't be mad about that a bit. But as of right now, it's just a bit of both. You know, I have a bit of both of the old hand tools that I use, and some of the newer tools I use. I use sanders, and I use hand files and gouges. I use a really neat grinder. It's an electric grinder. Well, I call it a grinder. It's a high-speed rotary tool. It's like a Dremel, but on crack.
Right, yeah, got you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it does a good job. You see it in all my videos when I'm doing the carving. That my carving machine. That thing's the bomb.
That's your little baby, is it?
And Helga's just said, Dark's carving is beautiful.
Yeah, she just got some carving from me. She did. I hope she likes it. I always worry about that, you know, because like my problem is that I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I see every flaw, um, everything that no matter what you do, when you're carving something, you can't get it perfect. And unfortunately, I know it. I just wish I didn't. I wish I didn't see all them flaws because literally when I send them out, even if they look gorgeous, I can still see the flaws that most people won't pick up on, and I worry the whole time that they're gonna be like, "Oh man, this is crap. Why did I go through him?"
Could I ask a question? What sort of things do you carve then? Don't matter.
Well, mostly I carve like handles for ferro rods and stuff like that. Matter of fact, that's what I'm working on now is a ferro rod handle. But I do the wood spirits. I've carved a couple canes, walking sticks. I've got a few more to carve. I've done I did one pipe. I'm working on another. Yeah, so I carve pretty much anything. I don't try to do anything too big though, because it takes a lot of time.
Sorry.
No, go
How
ahead.
long would it? You just said it takes a long time, but say for argument's sake, a walkie stick. How long would it take to make one of those?
To do the initial carving, it could take anywhere from 2 weeks to a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you said like you could see all the flaws, but you said something out and it looked gorgeous, but you could still see a few flaws in it. I'm sure
Yeah,
everybody
it
would
would.
appreciate the time and effort that you'd actually gone to
Wait,
making that, whatever it was.
some people dig that, man. Some people dig the carving tool marks, and that's grand for them. But to me, I mean, it just bugs the crap out of me. Um, I think if you were to talk to Cab 7, he'd tell you he's been on hangouts with me many nights where I was just literally losing my mind over a piece of work I was working on, and we'd sit there for hours, and I'd work on it while we were talking, and still would never get it perfect. So he'll tell you I drive him crazy with that shit.
You've got to think of it this way: the person that you're carving for, to them, it's a unique piece.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so. I think they appreciate the hard work that goes into it, but it's more than that to me. Like Helga's forks or wooden utensils I carve for her. Um, a lot of hard work went into them, and one of her spoons, believe it or not, was and there's a video on it that literally just didn't turn out. It was crazy. I mean, it turned out enough to where she could probably use it, but it didn't turn out enough for me to feel like I was giving her quality work. So I redid it. But like the spoon, literally, you could hold it up to a light and see through it. There was a crack in both ends of it, and it was just, I don't know. The wood just didn't want to cooperate with me. The wood I was using for that particular piece, and even though it was oak's pretty tough stuff, man. It wasn't having it. It was like, nope, nope. I don't care what you do. I'm just not gonna. You're not gonna have me. So I, after I finished it, I actually how I found out you could see through it was I showed it to my wife, and when I showed it to my wife, she saw the light through it, and she was like, you can see right through that, right? I was like, what? She's like, hold it up to the light. So I did, and I was like, wow. So no, I had to do another one.
Had to start all over again.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, and I found that flirting with Helga's husband helped a lot.
Right, so have you met any YouTubers in person and not on Hangout?
Oh
And if
yeah, oh
so,
yeah.
who?
I've met a bunch of them, man. I've met Cab 7. That was great. I actually met up with him twice. Once he came up here into Michigan to meet Noble Archive, and he come to meet me too at the same time. He picked me up and we went up and visited with Noble. And then we met up again at YouTubery 2017, and I met a bunch of great guys there and ladies as well. There was Grant Hubbard. I met Grant Hubbard and his lovely wife. I call her Miss Dr. Purdy, Marlene. Then I met their kids, of course. I met Carolina Chris Outdoors and his son Owen. I met Bill Gowdy. I met Wallace from Time Out in Tennessee and his beautiful wife, Miss Birdie. And I met Roger Lamb and his beautiful wife, Miss Birdie.
Yeah, later, Roger Lamb.
Yeah, all the girls were Miss Birdie. That way I didn't have to, look dumb when I forgot their names. No, they were all beautiful. They were beautiful girls. I met Reaper, Grim Reaper. I met his friend Fathead Tony. I met who else? Calvin's Corner 72 was there. Adam for the Weekend Hiker. I met him there. Boy, oh boy, I'm hoping not miss. Scott Taylor was there.
There's Scott Taylor.
Yeah, Scott Taylor, he's a nut, but I love him. Yeah, there was just a bunch of great people there. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. I'm probably sure I am, but Great American Survival was there. Marvin, he was there,
Right, yeah.
and his kids. Yeah, there's great. I've met a bunch of great people, man, on YouTube, and they're all just really wonderfully artistic, in what they do on their channels and whatnot. Some really cool people.
Have you been met YouTube from over from abroad, like the UK or Canada or anywhere like that?
Oh no, no, not yet, man. I hate to travel, but I wouldn't mind going to the UK sometime. I think it'd be a great trip to see all the wonderful history there in England and whatnot. I'd love to go to London in England, and just like see all the different countrysides and cities there. I think it'd be wonderful.
So, if you argument's sake, you had I'm asking a lot of the same questions I asked Cap 7 last night. If you had no amount of money, if you had an amount, loads of money in the bank, millions and millions and millions, where in the world would you like to go and live?
Where would
Anywhere
I like to
where you are now?
Somewhere warm, probably. Maybe Hawaii. That'd be cool. Yeah, somewhere definitely warm. I got a buddy that lives in California. He lives in the desert. He says it gets to about 120 degrees in the summer there. That'd be nice.
Oh, 120. Oh no, that's too much. We when it gets to 24 Celsius in the UK, that's a heat wave for us.
I might feel different about it once I got there and lived there for a while, but I've lived in Michigan my whole life, and even in the summer it's cold. We do get a few hot days, but nothing like they do in the South, man. I could dig some hot weather.
So what's your hot weather in Michigan then?
Oh, well, out of general in the summer it's between 80 and 85 usually. On fairly warm days, and then when it gets really hot, it can go anywhere between 90, 95, and 100 degrees.
See, we're happy we're just getting up to 70 in the UK.
Wow. Yeah, I couldn't live in the UK then. It'd be really, really probably damp and really cold all the time, huh?
Oh, tell me about it. Oh, that's rubbish. But today's not too bad. We're having a mini heat wave. So we're like 20, 21 today, I think it was. It's supposed to be rising. And then apparently UK is going to get hit by a hurricane after that, sometime next week. Happy days. But it's not going to come directly where we are. We'll probably just get the back of it. But Mark, I think it's heading for Ireland.
Yeah, it is. I think Monday, I think it's going to hit. I think for us, I was told yesterday, and it's gonna be bad.
Oh,
Now
Oh, sorry. I've got another question. Doc, Eagle VP says, Doc, what time period would you have liked to have lived in?
what time period would I have liked to live in? Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Because I tell you what, I really dug the '50s, even though I wasn't born then. Just because the cars were really cool. And I think that I lived in a good time period for growing up because I wouldn't have wanted to miss the '80s. The '80s was a wonderful decade. I just wish I would have bought some Microsoft.
Yeah. Just imagine it. Just 1% of that you'll be set for life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know. I'm gonna say because that was just nothing back then, weren't it? With Microsoft.
Yeah, you believe it or not, I think if I remember correctly, there were penny stocks. You could pick up Microsoft for pennies on the stock, man. If I would have sunk $100, $200 into Microsoft, I'd be a wealthy man now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, can you imagine it? All that dosh.
Yeah, but it's
Well, it's
like this. If you could see into the future, you probably would have done that back then.
Oh well, yeah, maybe there's a good chance of it. I should have. I knew it. Something was going to be going on because I mean, computers were just coming in. Believe it or not, the first computer I remember anybody having, the first one I ever saw was a Commodore 64, and
I had one.
you couldn't do nothing with them really, but they were a lot of fun. And I had my first computer that I played on was a TRS-80. And that came with a TRS-80. It was Radio Shack's version of the Commodore, or it's comeback computer. You know, I don't know if it was cheaper or what. It's just, you know, it's what I lived with my mom, and she said that's what we're getting, so that's what we got. And you know,
well, we had the first the computer in England. I don't know whether it was worldwide, but it was a ZX81. My dad brought me over a load of magazines about this high, and I typed in a load of this program about 2 or 3 pages long. It took me about 4 days to type in, and all it were a Z at top, Z at bottom, firing little Z's at each other.
Yep.
And I thought it was absolutely awesome.
We had a book
now you think
that was that thick, and I mean,
yeah,
the kids today take for granted all the work that goes into even them little, them little screensavers they have that pop the little triangle around so that it saves your screen from getting like burnout.
Yeah.
Code for one of those took me, just to make one of those on that little TRS-80, took me up to 4 hours to run code on that, just to get that to do that.
Jesus Christ. And just the thing is, today you just press a few buttons and you've got an awesome video.
Right.
You hadn't even had to type any programming for.
Right. I wish we had YouTube when I was a kid, man. All the videos I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have some crazy stuff, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine that. Jesus Christ. You'd been a first PewDiePie, wouldn't you?
Oh man, PewDiePie would have been my butler.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't watch this. He'll come leave me all my videos.
Hey, PewDiePie, if you're watching, super chat. No, I'm only joking.
Oh.
How long? I've not had a chance to have a good look through your channel because it was short notice. We only did it yesterday. Agreed yesterday to do it, and I've been at work this morning plus the football this afternoon. I've not had a lot of chance to watch any videos. I have watched some in the past, but like I said, there's that many people I've subscribed to. It's just impossible to keep up. But what would you consider on your channel? The video you'd be the most proud of or something you've made that you think, yeah, this is awesome?
I think the one I'm most proud of is the interview I did with Really Big Monkey One. Simply because, and it's not a real interview. Well, it kind of is, but it isn't. You know what I mean? I did I got first. I had to go to him and get permission to do it, and
Yeah.
Really Big Monkey One is my buddy here on YouTube, and he was my buddy before I started doing videos. I used to bug the crap out of him, and I was trying to get him to do some like short, like tips, camping tips.
So I don't want to.
He says,
all right.
don't want to interrupt, but I'm just getting my charger.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
And he told me, he's like, Dark, why don't you do it on your channel? Why don't you just do something on your channel and see? And I told him, I was like, because nobody will watch me, man. Nobody's gonna watch. Nobody's gonna watch my stuff, man. He's like, you'd be surprised, Dark. Go try something and put it on your channel and see what happens. Well,
I mean, I've seen. I'm not sorry for interrupting, but I've seen some of your live streams. I've not stayed for a long time because I've either been at work or I've got to go to work or whatever. Well, I'm not kidding. My eyes have been streaming that much. I've been laughing that much because you're. Talk about making you laugh. If you have the guys in the chat or anybody watching, if you get a notification through for one of Dark Matters Nice live streams when he gets back on YouTube and he's been a good boy. Go and watch his live streams because they will cheer you up no end. I'm telling you that.
There's a comment from Granny Monster. She says, I am most proud of Dark's Xmas collab as well as those interview series. And his So You Think You Can Dance series are wonderful.
Oh, there you go. Hello, Granny Monster. I didn't realise you're coming. I do apologise.
Hi, Granny. Love you.
And Grant Hubbard's in the house as well. Awesome. Hello, Grant.
Grant's pretty. He is pretty. Have you ever you've seen Grant Hubbard? You know he's pretty.
He's pretty. That's it. Let's go straight over to his channel now. You watch.
I've already been over to his channel and I have subbed him.
Oh, there you go then.
Yeah, he's quite a character as well.
Sounds awesome. Sounds awesome. Are you? I'm taking you're not working now, are you, Doc?
Well, I'm always working, but no, I don't work. I'm disabled. I do a little bit of tinkering in my garage for the most part, but.
Oh right. Have you worked in the past, or has it just been, or have you been unable to work for various reasons?
What's that?
Have you worked in the past when you was younger?
Oh yeah, I used to teach martial arts. I also taught. I also did a lot of tattoo work.
Oh, so you do some martial arts?
Yeah. I hold a 5th degree black belt in Kisho Jiu-Jitsu.
Right, that's it. I'm getting ready now. Then.
Oh no, don't. You'll whoop me. I'm sure. I'm a lover.
Don't worry about that. So, have you been in any competitions or anything like that with your martial arts?
No, I didn't do competition martial arts. It was more internal martial arts. It was basically the kind of stuff that if you used in a ring, you would probably kill somebody with. It's not that kind of martial arts that you want to go out and do tournaments with.
Have you got any videos on that when you were younger, or did you not record any back then?
No, that was before YouTube, man. You know, I wish I would have done some videotaping. I mean, there is one video of me breaking some bricks, but that was a long time ago. I'm not even sure if that footage is even still around. But
if it is still around, you ought to find it and put it on there because I bet you get a load of views on that one.
Oh, maybe.
Sorry for interrupting. LaCruz, I think, is a gentleman from Australia. He says, I missed that, Dark Matter. What martial arts discipline do you do?
Kisho Jiu-Jitsu. Roughly translated, it's 3-second fighting.
3-second fighting? Why is it called that then?
I have no idea. Uh, it's all pressure point fighting. Basically, I think it's called that because you can knock a person out in 3 seconds, roughly.
I was just going to interrupt and say, yeah, basically it's swift and to the point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I went. That's just what I'm ranked in. I didn't actually study too much of Kisho Jiu-Jitsu because what I was studying was actually more extreme than that. But there was no masters in the area that could rank me in the art that I was learning because I learned Dimmock. I studied Dimmock for roughly 15 years. Um, that was before that I had studied Taekwondo, but Taekwondo gets boring. All right, you can only punch, kick, block so much, and then you get bored and you go home.
Yeah, Mark's got a question he wants to ask you, Dark Matter.
What was it again? So you like the dark side. My question is, how many Star Wars movies have you watched?
I've seen them all.
Oh,
How
I
many have you
I
seen?
can't wait. I've seen them all as well. I can't wait for the newest one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. I have to see what is it called? The Last
Last
Jedi.
Jedi. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah.
that there, if I'm not mistaken, that's Luke Skywalker's daughter, right?
I'm not sure.
Intriguing, ain't it?
I know. Like I love Star Wars. Like I know a lot, like enough about it, but I never looked that one up.
All right, well, I'm gonna go one further for you. The very first movie I ever seen in the theaters was the original Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back. I think it was called The Empire Strikes Back.
And Tosh
I,
Time's
I
got a question for you, Dark Matter. When are you bringing back the So You Think You Can Dance series?
Very soon actually, and it's gonna come back. It's gonna be called something different though. It's gonna be called YouTube Dance Party because like the So You Think You Can Dance was, literally it was already someone else's idea. So I mean, even though we did it different, I did it differently. It was totally different than So You Think You Can Dance, the like game show. I don't know if it was a game or talent show. Um, it was basically it was the same name, so I didn't want anybody to get mad at me for using their name. So I changed it to YouTube Dance Party. That's what it'll be called when it comes back. I'll be asking people to send in new videos for me to piece together, and it'll be basically about the same thing as we did last year, just hopefully with some new people. You know, the old people too, if they want to make new dance videos, I don't care. Yeah, I'll put anybody in there, but uh, the only ones I really have issues with the dancing, and it's not so much that I have issues with the dancing so much. It's kids, okay? Because like if I could get more than just a couple kids to do it, it would be all right. Because then I'd put them in their own file and I'd leave them there until I had enough to do a video just for kids. All right, but where my issue comes in is when you start mixing adults with kids, adults have a tendency to dance very provocatively, okay, very sexy. All right, and then you throw a kid in there, and it's like, wait a minute,
You can't do that, naked.
no, this kid don't belong in this video. So that's where I was having the issue is that channels wanted to send their videos of their kids dancing, which I ain't got an issue with that. It's just that I didn't get enough of them to really make a video for kids. So
Yeah.
like I put them in there here and there, and I believe there's only a couple videos that actually have kids in them. But I know the last one does the season finale. If you watch number 12, the season finale, you're gonna see everybody that was in the dance party or the Think You Can Dance videos. Every single person got a chance to be in them. I didn't leave anybody out. So I mean, everybody that had enough nerve to send me a video got in a video. You know, even if it was the last one. I
That sounds. Sorry, mate.
didn't want to leave no one out. You know, so
That sounds absolutely awesome. I'm definitely gonna have to go and have
Miss
a look at that
Helga,
tomorrow sometime.
Miss Helga out there danced for me. She did some wonderful dancing, and I think she was in more than one video because, well, actually like 3 or 4 of them. To think about it, because I mean, the dancing that she did was so it was so general, and it was good. It was great dancing. It was so general. It kind of fit in everywhere. So like if I needed someone for a spot to fill in, and usually it was for the girls because I tried to mix it up where there was guys and girls. One video was just girls. One video was just guys. Actually, there was a couple of them because I was having trouble getting the girls to dance for some reason. And they didn't want to dance, and that I found really peculiar because you would think that it would be the other way around. I'd have trouble getting the, guys to dance, and it totally was the opposite. A lot of guys wanted to dance, and not a lot of women. However, I did get Helga to dance for me. Black Doves. I got a lovely Kid Japan and Lipstick and Sofrito to dance for me. Um, Boy, I hope I'm not. Oh, Cheryl Yax dance for me as well. Uh, Lola and Vicky from Lost on Land and Vicky Van Gogh dance for me as well. They actually, I think they were the first girls to dance for me, and they also actually made the uh, the intro in a roundabout way for the Think You Can Dance videos.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it
So
is very cool.
you're gonna be starting all that up again then?
Yep. That'll be starting up here hopefully very soon. I'm not exactly sure when, but I'm just trying to get caught up on some other stuff that I have going on, and plus I can't live stream now, so it's a good time to do it. Um, until they give me back my streaming rights. Um, Good bit of advice: don't trust what anybody says to you about stuff. Check it out first before you try it.
Right, got you. So
I,
if you don't mind me asking, have they actually said reviewed your video or whatever it is you put up
well,
and said, yeah, sorry, it's no good, you're banned, that's it?
well, I'm not banned from it forever, but they basically told me that I had to wait 3 months
Yeah.
with my copyright strike or my guideline strike. I got a guideline strike. I took someone's advice and it was the wrong advice and it hurt me. So uh they're reviewing it now, I think, and maybe they'll give it back, maybe they won't. If they don't, I'm still gonna live stream. I'm gonna do it on my wife's channel. We're just trying to figure out at this point where and how long it's gonna take for them to decide. If not, I'll be back in January. I think January 9th is when they said that my naughty time is up, and I'll be back doing sexy parties, hopefully.
Yeah,
Oh,
because Tosh Time had got a question. She says, Dark Matter, why don't you have streaming rights anymore? But I think you've just answered that question.
Yes, ma'am. I took somebody's advice, and it was the wrong advice, Tosh. And that's why I said make sure that when somebody gives you advice, you look it up. Look it up on YouTube. I don't care if you get it from me. Look it up on YouTube. Get second, third, fourth, and fifth opinions if you need to. Because I mean, I just jumped into it. I should have, and I usually do double check anybody's information. However, this time I wasn't thinking and got excited and tried it, and it hurt me. So that's where I'm at with that right now. And I'm not going to blame the person that gave me the information, because the information that he gave me might have been right for the platform he was using it on, but definitely did not work on YouTube.
And well, I suppose in a way, but it'd probably be a bit difficult. You could, I know you said you're using your wife's channel to live stream, but you could make another, say, Dark Matter 2, and then sub to all your regular people, that they would know that when you're doing a live stream.
Yeah, well, you know, I could probably do that, but then I would have to go out and I'd have to get 100 subscribers at least before I can live stream.
Oh, you can live stream before 100.
Really? I don't remember, honestly, to be honest.
Yeah, because my wife, Jeanette, she didn't have 100 subscribers, and we managed to get her on a live stream, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that. I thought you had to have 100 subscribers to live stream.
I think it used to be the case, but I don't think it is anymore.
Oh, they may have changed that. I know they've changed a lot of things since I started doing YouTube. So
I wish it stopped changing YouTube, because it's always playing up.
Matthew Drake has got a question. Doc, this is more of a compliment, I hope. What give you? YouTube gives you an early Christmas present and brings you back in December. I hope.
I hope they bring me back before that. Now I've been kind of reading up on it, and I'm not sure. I don't want to say 100% sure, but I think what may happen is they may give me back my rights within 2 weeks, where I get all my privileges back, but the copy or the guideline strike will still stand. In which case I'll still have all my rights, but I'll still have the naughty mark, you know, where I've been bad. But that ain't 100% sure yet of that. So I don't want to say for sure until I know more about it.
Yeah, Free Music says, I did a live stream on my second channel with no subs.
Oh, wow.
Ah, there you go then.
And Darwin Droning says, I've streamed live with only 43 subs.
So obviously they have changed it where you can actually stream without any subs. Which makes sense in a way, doesn't it?
Well, I know that you can stream from your phone, supposedly with 1,000 subs now. Although I know that other people are doing it using the app. To stream. So
Yeah.
I've used my phone to stream before, and that was before I had 1,000 subs.
Well, you know, I was tempted to try to sub today with OBS, because like on YouTube they took away my buttons. They're like, no. But I was thinking, you know what? They did take away my buttons on OBS, so I wonder. And I thought, no, I better not, because if I do it, they might hit me again.
And Matthew Drake put, not watching Dark Matter streams is like waiting for a shit TV show to come back.
I'm telling you, your streams and Cap 7 streams, absolutely awesome.
We try to have fun. I mean, really, we do. We try to have fun. And personally, I mean, I know a lot of people like the shout out videos that I do, but really, they're my least favorite ones to do. I mean, I enjoy doing them for people. Don't get me wrong, but they really are my least favorite ones to do, because like, I never get to hang out. And you know, I'm constantly shouting out a channel, so I don't really get to hang out with the people, and that ain't fun for me, you know. So
yeah, live streams could be absolutely hilarious sometimes. Even when you start off serious, then you invite somebody in, and then sometimes it just goes downhill from then.
well, you know, I think this break is going to be good for me. I think it's going to be good for a lot of people, because like when I do get to come back, they're really going to be excited about it.
Yeah. You'll have like 600 people in your chat. That'll be absolutely awesome. Well, I'll be looking forward to you coming back, and you're more than welcome to come on my live streams. I'm probably going to be doing more live streams and videos. So if you ever want to come up, just give us a shout.
That is a possibility. I've been invited to a lot of great people's channels to live stream, and that is a good possibility. I will do that. You know, I don't have a problem doing that anyway. I like to go hang out with other people on their channels.
Yeah, that's cool. Cool.
I hang out with Cab all the time on his, and you know, he don't you know, he don't normally invite me. I just kind of show up and muscle my way in, but
Well, that's the best way to do it.
yeah,
Exactly.
Cab, you SOB, let me on.
Yeah. Every time I see it, it says, Cab, get me in here now. So, what we're going to...
Oh, Tosh Time's got another question. Don't matter. Will you create a video asking 100 people to subscribe to a new channel called Dark Matter 2? We miss you, and I know I, along with my two brothers, will subscribe to you.
Oh, that's wonderful, Tosh. But you know, I'm planning on. I'm probably going to do it from my wife's channel. We've been trying to get that one up and running. She actually could really use the views. She's given me full permission to do it, so the channel's already made. It's a separate channel.
Sorry, I'm always boring.
If I do another channel, I have to literally make whole nother email, the whole 9 yards, because it will have to be unlinked from my Dark Matter channel. All right. Now, when my wife made her channel, she literally had to write YouTube a letter saying, "Hey, I'm not Dark Matter." All right, because they automatically linked it to my main channel. So I mean, it's already set up. If I make another one, I'd have to make a new email. I'd have to start the channel. I'd have to create the whole channel. I'd have to send a letter to YouTube saying that I wasn't me, and in which case I'd be lying. And then if they found out about it, they could come back against me for all of it, take down all my channels, and then that would be a bad thing.
You'd be going across the board, wouldn't you?
Yeah, YouTube would kick me right in the groin area. I actually got a question for the young man on the panel. Now, how old are you, young man?
14.
You're 14 years old. Wow. Do you realize how actually lucky you are to be the age you are and have the ability to do YouTube?
Probably very lucky, I say.
Yeah, it's very lucky. You see, because now you're 14 years old. If you work hard at YouTube and just keep at it, and don't worry if you mess up and make mistakes, because that's how we learn. But if you stick at it, by the time you're my age, man, you could be a very wealthy man on YouTube if it's still around.
I want to say Arson's got his own YouTube channel. He's the same age as Mark as well.
Yeah, I'd love to be your age right now.
Oh, I would definitely.
I'm surprised I made it to 50.
The sexy parties would be weird, but
G-sexy party.
And Eagle VP says, can Dark Matter put his wife's link into the chat?
I sure can.
I'm sure everybody in the chat will kindly go over and sub.
There we go.
To the young lady.
Well, I'd appreciate that, because that's where all the live streams probably more than likely going to be done at until I can get back on my own channel. And
I shall go subscribe. So subscribe to that channel, because Dark Matter shall be doing these live streams on there. If the chat has stopped moving up while I'm trying to copy and paste.
Right, I've just subbed to your. It is Dark Angel, isn't it?
yeah, Dark Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yep. She used to do tips of the week and stuff like that. And
yeah.
since then she has kind of gotten out. She's been real busy. She's done some mail calls. Her last video was for Army Man Wars. I think, right? Yeah. Army Man Wars with Boneyard and Mainland. Are you guys aware of the Army Man War videos?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody in the chat will sub Eagle VP's just sub to her. I've sub to her.
Oh, I'm already subscribed, but I've not been getting any notifications through, and yet.
Mark subscribe to her. Tosh Time subscribe to her.
There you go.
Unring her bell and then re-ring it. And
It's
you
not
dirty,
very
dirty
big,
girl.
I'm gonna say that sounds a bit ominous, Doc.
Was that your good lady wife that we seen in the background a while back?
Oh,
Behind you, Doc.
What's that?
Was that your good lady wife in the background that we see going? Is it the kitchen behind you?
Yeah, you want to come say hi, baby?
I'm gonna say, can you tell her to come and say hi?
I
And
want you to come say hi.
It's not YouTube.
Can I say something? One.
go on, Mark. Mark wants to say something.
This is for Matthew in the chat now.
Hello.
Who is that?
We've all gone over and subbed your channel.
They've all gone over and subbed your channel, baby.
He's gone now. Right, sorry, Mark. Continue with your question, mate.
I just see Matthew's comment. Let me just read it out now. He said, Tosh, I'll say it again. Mark reminds me of Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I saw that.
I've seen that Justin Bieber guy. He walked straight clean into a door.
I think Justin Bieber is a little bit more arrogant than what Mark is.
I'm not a fan of Justin Bieber, and that's the first time anyone has
compared you to him.
Compared me to him.
I just have to walk into restaurants and pretend that you're Justin Bieber, and then you can get free meals.
Well, if I remember correctly, the Bees he started out on YouTube as well, young man. Maybe that's why they were comparing you to him, because you're a young man and he was a young man, and he started out on YouTube and you're starting out on YouTube. And I don't know, maybe if you could sing, we can hook you up with Selena.
There you go.
You could even get work, Mark, as a Justin Bieber double.
You don't want to get the poor boy hurt.
And Tosh Time has put, lol, Mark, you do sort of look like Justin Bieber.
Oh.
So now you're going to have to change your channel to Justin Plays instead of Mark Plays.
Justin Plays.
Hey, Mark, why don't you, if you've not done so already, do a model, a Lego model of Dark Matter?
I think I do actually.
I think I've seen it. I think, yeah.
I haven't. I just had to use a hat because I couldn't find a bandana to run. But I think I have him right down here. I'll get him there now.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And we're honoured as well, Dark Master, because myself and Mr. P is also in there.
That's awesome. It's kind of cool to think of yourself as a Lego creation.
Yeah, if you're not being made of Lego, you haven't made it on YouTube, so we've made it.
That's
right. And Pixies,
it's actually got the old in a cigarette.
Yeah, I'm going to say Pixie's one's got a cigarette bigger than what the Lego figure is.
Yeah, hasn't made it.
I've sadly misplaced the lightsaber that I had for him, but Mr. Dark Matter.
That's awesome. Easy, we got the ponytail.
Yeah, cottonwood.
That must have been a younger me. I think his hair's a little shorter.
That is awesome. This guy is a talented kid when it comes to Lego.
That's Pixies. That's Pixies one.
Yeah, go.
Say something, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, you go. Hold me up again and show people again.
I'm gonna hide my face. It didn't really work out. Hello, everybody.
But on that one, Pixie ain't got no hair, but he has got a little bit more hair than that.
Yeah, it's not far behind now, is it?
Unless I get a bit of Sharpie or something in there, you know. I have Jidlid as well.
Jid's awesome, man. That man is so talented when it comes to that drawing he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back to give me a moment.
Yeah. A guy called Ethan finds out, says Ethan approves that Lego.
Absolutely awesome.
Have you seen him? Have you seen his Yoda cushion bit there as well?
His Yoda cushion?
It's behind on his thing.
Oh right, yeah, I see it now. Hang on. Yeah. So, Doc, have we done with all the questions and whatnot? Or we're just gonna have a bit of sexy time now?
We can
It's past the watershed now, so we're all right. In the UK, anyway. Right. On that note, I'll let you and Mrs. P have a bit of a old sexy time. I need to go to the little boy's room.
Oh.
Hi there, Mrs. P. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
I've got it all recorded.
Here's the one into. Oh dear. So what sort of content does your wife do then, Dark Matter?
Pretty much whatever she wants to do, you know. She ain't really got in it. She was doing tips of the day kind of thing, you know, where she gave like an inspirational tip a day. And they were only like, what were they, like 30, 40 seconds long. They were really short. Yeah, she was better at it than I would be. I'd be like, tip of the day, if you woke up, it's a good day. You know, I mean, I'm not good at it. And so that was her thing. She did that for a while. And she kind of ran out of tips, you know what I mean? Then she, you know, she's done a few mail calls to her. People have sent her stuff, but she hasn't really found pretty much, other than beat me with a frying pan, she really hasn't found her niche. If you look on there, somewhere in there, there's a video. Happy birthday to Reaper, Grim Reaper.
Oh,
has her kicking my butt with a frying pan.
Oh.
It's actually very funny. I tried to get her to do it more, but she's like, no, because people will think I'm actually abusing you.
All right, I'm just looking in the chat, and Redneck Railroad has been timed out by the Nightbot. I don't know what for. And it says the Redneck Railroad, you are the missing link. Goodbye. Stop posting links.
Pixie has to go.
Is Nightbot got somebody? I do apologise, Railroad. I don't know what that was about.
I'm going to say it just come up. I don't know what it's been. It just says stop posting links. So I don't know. It's probably because he's not a moderator and he's posted a link in the chat, something like that.
Oh, right. You've only been banned for 5 seconds, so I do apologise, Mr. Redneck. It's my Mr. Nightbot friend. Did Cab tell you that he got banned? He got banned by my Nightbot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about it is he didn't post a link. It says Pixie has to go live stream. We'll be right back. I don't get it. The Nightbot is
Pixie
obviously
has to go live stream. We'll be right back, Lol. So why is the Nightbot banned him for saying that?
Because the Nightbot ain't real. The Nightbot is a you know, it's artificial intelligence, so it's kind of retarded.
Absolutely retarded.
Yeah.
But he's actually. Did you know that Nightbot has actually got a YouTube channel?
It does have a YouTube channel. People go and they subscribe to it all the time, and I think it's funny. Yeah, people
Yeah,
go
yeah.
subscribe. Yeah,
I mean,
people
the
go.
last night's stream, the people were subscribing to Nightbot.
Yeah,
Hilarious. I find it hilarious.
yeah. I
Pixie has apologised. Redneck Railroad. We don't know what happened there.
Yeah, it was my Nightbot friend. I do apologise. He's not a real person. He's a program I've got, and I know you haven't posted any links. I've read your message, so I do apologise.
Yeah, we'll catch Nightbot in the parking lot after the stream, buddy. We'll take.
We'll give you some of that fish.
Oh yeah, Eagle VP says it when Dark Matter started doing his sexy dance, it was getting hot in here.
Get a bit hot under the collar.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
I don't need to. I've got a fan on me. Thank you very much.
Oh my! The missus is so hot she has to be cooled down by a fan. Oh my! See what you don't know.
I'm
what
sure
you
if
don't know is
I'm
that
sure if I start taking my top off, there'll be a lot leaving the room. I'll tell you.
Right in the States here, a fan is a box that has a little blade that spins and blows air at you. Over there where she's at, it's two Chippendale dancers with big leaves going like this. Yeah.
So that's why she's keep me upstairs into the spare room then, is it? Because she's got two Chippendales downstairs.
Yeah. Sexy
There
party.
I think we've got a little bit of a
What's these ones? Oh,
a troll.
yeah, probably.
Those nested.
Never mind. Phil's on it. Cheers, Phil. Pixie,
Yeah.
I've had a bot. I created a software for Google and Amazon. Would be envious. I said no, thanks. She's man. Cool.
And vlog from the bog put it's not Nightbot, it's Skynet trying to take over the world.
Uh-oh.
I'll be back. Yeah, I would just.
You
guys are way nicer over here than I would be. That guy would have been banned.
Yeah, well, same as I say, I went to click on his three dots to ban him, and Free Music had already timed him out.
Oh, I blocked him anyway. He's gone.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Well, by all means, I mean, run your channel any way you want to, but yeah, I banned.
We have had a few problems with trolls. So
well, I think everybody does. There's a community of trolls that run around here on YouTube. There's a whole community of them.
And they just say, which channel should we pick on tonight? And boom, they're on it, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, usually it's more than one. They actually have 20. Well, I don't know about 24, but they have live streams on their channel all the time where they go and they pick on people and yeah, I've actually been in their streams, not on the panel, but in their and what I do is I'll go over there, I'll find their live stream and watch them talk, and as they talk, I go to their channels and ban them. Yeah, that's why I don't get a lot of trolls on my channel. Personally, I don't care if people come, even if they're trolls. I don't care if they come to my channel and hang out, but I would rather that they were nice when they came.
Yeah, well, same as we've said on many occasions. We're here just to talk with us friends. We're here to have fun, and
right.
We don't do drama. We don't do anything negative.
Yeah.
Just have a laugh, get drunk, and do whatever.
I think I have a total of between 5 and 10 moderators on my channel at any given time. Just because of trolls, But usually we don't have a problem with them over there. We all come in, we have fun. For the most part, I mean, for the most part, as long as you're not being a dick, for lack of a better word, you can hang out. Just don't disrespect people. And don't get too profane. I mean, we're pretty profane ourselves, so I mean, we're not going to hate on somebody for saying bad words over there. But yeah, don't come in and start bashing on somebody or something, and you'll be all right.
Mel is in the house.
Mel, baby.
Mel says, "Oh my God, it's that Dark Matter." Oh,
Yeah.
he made it, albeit a little bit late, but hey ho. Yeah, if you're just wondering, yes, it was supposed to be a one-to-one interview with. I was going to ask Dark Matter if Jeanette could be on, who is my wife, who's on the panel at the moment. I was going to ask him if it was all right if she could stay so she could relay questions out of the chat for Dark Matter. But it was a bit delayed. He got too engrossed in working in his workshop, bless him. So, yeah, he got through eventually. We've already done the asking questions and whatnot. So now we're just having a laugh. This is why Mark Plays is in as well. I had another young lady on as well. And then as soon as Dark came on, that was it. We did the questions and whatnot. And now, like I said, now we're just having a laugh. So.
Mel put #sexy party.
Well, you've heard fashionably late. I was unfashionably late. I was really late.
Really late.
Wasn't there one stream that was at random was explaining about the sexy party at one stage? Was it in one of your streams, Pixies? She was explaining that. Do you know why it's called the sexy party? Because none of the men are sexy.
Well, she's obviously not been to too many sexy parties.
And Barry Vlog from the Bog said, Chris, you should have a one-to-one with Jeanette. He does every night.
It's PG, hey, come on.
We go to bed, we watch YouTube, and then we turn over and go to sleep. Eagle VP wants to know, Dark Matter, what's the most sexy party you have ever been to in your life?
Oh, we can't talk about that on YouTube.
Come on, the views are going up.
Mr. P might get a strike.
Yeah, he'll be in the same position as I am. He'll have to go over to Mark Plays channel to stream.
Well, give me a password, mate.
Good to see you too, Mel.
Oh, if nobody's seen Mel's recent videos, he somehow got locked in his apartment. He couldn't open the door.
Oh,
it was like, I'm mad, but I'm trying to stay calm and I can't get out. No.
What I want to know is who he had in there with him that made him want to get locked in there.
Exactly. He said he had to go to work, but
Well,
and this is aimed at Mel. Yes, I did watch your I Should Have Been a Gigolo vlog.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I meant to watch it, but I've been busy today. Oh, Mel, congratulations on the 700 subs, mate. Awesome.
Yeah, you gotta be over 21 to watch that sexy party.
Well, Vlog from the Bog says you must be over 18 to watch that sexy party.
Yeah, well, some sexy parties should be 21 and older.
It's been 25 and older.
Yeah, some should never be seen again. That's why they go right to unlisted.
There's a guy in called Hot Indian Dad and Uncle, and he's just put lasagna.
Lasagna?
That's all he's put.
Hello, I love lasagna.
Yeah,
Eagle VP's no good for me. I'm only 13.
Oh,
yeah, and a bit more.
What was that, Mark?
He's lost a cigarette.
You've lost. That's no good.
Oh, found it. Never mind. It just leaked from the hand. I was like, what?
We don't want your mum moaning that you've burnt your bed sheets.
Oh. Oh dear.
Mm.
There you go. Happy days. Happy days. Keith, do you fancy coming on and saying hello to Dark?
Or if you've got any questions.
Showbot.
I think, oops, nearly.
Let me just have a quick butchers.
I was thinking soon I should make a video of how the first YouTube minifigure series ever started. Because I think the first one I ever made was Granny Monster.
Mm.
It's all right.
And-
I've just timed that guy out, and Phil's banned him.
There you go.
Per
I
se,
was just looking at his channel. Yeah.
would you say lasagna? You guys banned him for saying lasagna?
No, we put something else as well. I think we were.
Heading up to something.
Yeah.
You guys run a tough show here.
Oh, we do. Don't
I'll be
worry.
good.
Right,
Tosh has a
Tosh
question.
Time's got to go on. Do you want to ask it, Mark?
Okay. It says, Dark Matter, how long have you and your wife been married, and where did you guys meet?
Well, me and my wife have been married for a very long time. Actually, we were married in 2004, but we have been together since 1991. And I met her at her best friend's house. I was actually friends with her mother and her best friend's mother and stepfather. And we went over there to, I can't remember why we went over there. We went over there for some reason. But anyway, I seen her there and I fell in love with her straight away. And we've been together pretty much ever since. So, yeah, it was love at first sight.
Well, me and Pixie actually got married in 2003. We just celebrated his 14th wedding anniversary, but we've been
Congratulations.
about 18 years, 17 years altogether.
Yeah, that's why I'm really bold.
Mhm. Yeah, well, you know why they say men go bald on the front, right?
Yeah. You can actually thank Sheffield United for getting me and Jeanette together. Sheffield United are my football team because actually on that night we actually won. So I went out celebrating. I saw this hot chick at the bar and I thought, yeah, I'll have a bit of that. So I went over and asked her for a drink if she wanted a drink. She said, no, sorry. I've already got these drinks. So I thought that's me blown out. But about an hour or so later, I was stood at bar. Then she says, "Do you want this? Do you want a drink?" Then she says, "All right, then I'll have a drink with it." Then we had a dance, and then it just all went from there.
Sounds wonderful.
Plug from the Bog says he has a question for Dark Matter. Do you have a sexy Jeep like Cab 7?
No. No, Ben's sexy Jeep is way sexier than mine. We have a a very unsexy car and a very, very, very unattractive minivan.
Do you want to ask the next question, Mark? Because it's aimed at Pixie and myself.
Okay, so this from Tosh, Pixies Channel and Jeanette. What made you guys decide to start YouTube channels?
I think I better answer this one first.
Go on then.
Well, I've had a YouTube channel for a while, but I'd only posted a couple of things on. I think the first one where our Callum trying to teach him to learn how to ride his scooter. That was the first one, and then I left it for a while, and then I started watching a guy called what's his name, Lance Stewart, who does daily vlogs and that. And he used to be a what is it? What's that prank one? Vine. He used to go on Vine and that and do all that. That's how he made his name. And then Vine closed down, and then we were doing daily vlogs. But I was too chicken to do vlogs. I like I said before, I'm a bad boy when I was on YouTube. I used to go to epic fails and whatnot, download them, and then put them up on my channel. Then I was getting strike after strike after strike. So I thought, now sod that, leave that alone, grow some balls and do it yourself. So that's what I did. I started doing daily vlogs, and nowhere near as good as what Lance Stewart is. And then I just branched out from there. I started taking my camera down football and take my camera out here, there, and everywhere. So it's all grown from there. And then Mrs. P was getting fed up with me and Callum doing YouTube. She says, "Sod it, I'm going to do it myself."
Well, that's not quite actually true, because
Well,
it was on a live stream one night, and I happened to walk, because it was on the computer where I'm on now, and I happened to walk past to let the cats in, and Random Life Productions was on, and she was saying hi, and I just waved and said hello, and Gail, Random Life Productions, said to me, "You should start YouTubing, Jeanette." Now, when I first started, I just were doing, like, you know, my everyday life. But then I started doing a vlog on baking, and it's gone from there. I have actually only been on since about June.
She's over 200 already.
Nice. Nice. You know, you'll notice that on an average, over a month span, you'll usually gain about 100 subs. If you work at it, you know, a month, you'll gain about 100 subs a month.
Yeah, well, I've got, I did have 214, but I ain't checked just lately. I mean, Mark will probably tell you how many I've got now.
You'll also find out that there's certain spots between 1 and 100 of any given number. You know, like if it's 1,100, it don't matter. But in between like the 0 mark and the next 100 of any given number, all right, you're gonna find out that there's dead spots, right? Literally where you hit and you just kind of stall out.
Yeah.
Right, where you'll gain a little and then you'll lose a little, and then you gain a little and you'll lose a little.
Oh, that's what's been happening over these past few weeks. I've sort of shot up really fast, and then all of a sudden I've like lost a couple, and then I've gone down about 3 or 4 more, and then it shoots up again. And
all right, and there's a fix for that. Would you like to know what it is?
Go on then.
All right, and you guys don't have to like this, but this is how you fix it. All right, it's kind of like a flat tire, okay? It's only flat on one side. You got to go out and you got to go to different channels and be like, hey, you know, I checked out your channel. It's a really great channel, you know, and be honest about it, you know, for the most part. Make sure that it is. Subscribe to it. Tell them you subscribe. Ask them to come check out your channel too. All right,
yeah,
and they will.
I'll be doing that as well. Oh, I used to do it.
Spend a day doing that. You know, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, throughout the day, and that'll generally get you enough subs to get you over that hump where you're just kind of stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
That'll give you the push you need to keep you going. And then once you get past that, it's weird because once you get past that, then you can just literally sit and watch your channel grow again for a while, and the subs will come in on their own. But like I just had that happen myself where I was literally stuck, and I didn't go out and do that, but I did hit some live streams. That's another great way to get past that stuck in the mud stages, to go to live streams, different people's live streams, and sub people there or have them sub you, you know, and that'll get you up over that hump too as well.
I'm just laughing at something vlog from the Bog Put. He's put 14 years is okay, Jeanette. You should be up for parole soon.
Oh, he's trying to get rid of you for me. I don't know. No
Okay,
worry.
Barry.
And Matthew Drake says, dark I'm 2 tires in the mud and 2 tires spinning.
Oh my, you need a bag of cat litter. Yeah, I guess I get some traction.
Matthew Drake, you know when Mark's phone just rang, he says, Disney ringtone, lol.
Disney ringtone, yeah.
So obviously he knows what he's talking about.
See you later, Barry. Thanks for coming on, my friend. Vlog from the bog. Bye. Don't subscribe to the vlog from the bog. Go and subscribe. That'd be absolutely awesome.
My Vlog from the bog. I know his real name, but don't tell him I know.
We know as well.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Oh dear me. Oh, I'm having too much of these. I'm starting to snare my words now.
But you see, the thing is with Pixie, he works 6 days a week, so he only gets one night where he can drink. So he sort of like has a blowout on a Saturday night.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, when it's football, slash soccer, I have a few at the match as well. So I've had like some at the match, and I've had 3, and I've got 1 left.
There you go. Yeah,
so if we're doing an 8-hour stream, dark, it's not going to last me, is it? So you're going to have to go to the shop and buy me some beer.
Oh yeah, I don't think I could last an 8-hour stream tonight. But
Vlog from the bog. Put your secret is safe with me. Don't matter.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry, man. I won't tell anybody your real name.
Yeah, no worries, Barry. We won't say anything, mate. Oh.
Yeah, but does don't matter know your real name?
It's Pixie. That's what he said. Pixie.
Pixie's my real name. No, it's Chris.
Is that his actual real name? Well, it isn't. It's Christopher.
No, it's not.
That is his Sunday name, Christopher. And there's only his mother can call him Christopher.
Well, I'll call him Chris then. I don't want him hurting me.
Yeah, that's it. You'll be see that band button at the top there.
Yeah, that's right. I've gotten in enough trouble in the last few days. I'm trying to be a good boy for a little bit here and see if I can't get past the strike, and then I may push the limits again a little bit. See what happens.
Did you explain to YouTube then that you took somebody else's advice and it was wrong?
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't care.
No.
Why don't they just say, take that video down and then you can have your channel back? Or your live streaming back?
Well, because the way they look at it is they've already listed the rules and guidelines, you know, of how you should run your channel on YouTube. And basically, I broke the rules, you know, so they don't matter whether I got bad advice or not. I shouldn't have been taking other people's advice. I should have been reading the rules and guidelines that, you know, YouTube put there. And that's the way they look at it. They're like, we don't care who you are. We don't care what you're doing, what you had planned. You broke our rules, and now you got to be punished. It's just how it is.
Basically, they're wanting to teach you a lesson. In other words.
Well, no, the way they're seeing it is if we let you do it, then we gotta let everybody do it. You know, and you know, I'm sure I get away with it with a lot of people because, like, I mean, I'm not very well known on YouTube yet. Not as well as some, you know, some have millions and millions of followers. I'm hoping to get there at some point in time in my life, and it may happen. But right now, I'm a small fish in a very, very big pond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Matthew Drake says, Pixie, when my cousin was born, his mum was in this poo phase. And named him Christopher Robin. He's been dreading it ever since.
No, the poor lad. The poor,
Not
poor
good.
lad. Nowadays, he'd probably get away with it, quite a bit because I don't think a lot of the millennials even know who Christopher Robin is.
No, I bet they don't.
No.
I bet Mark.
Thanks to Sheffield United as well.
It's all right. Talk Sheffield's put his full name in. Yeah, but you missed his middle name out. You don't know what his middle name is, though.
Ah, I'm not saying nothing about that. Would you say 500 is possible for me by Christmas and overweight 1K by the end of the season? Well, how many have you got now, told Sheffield United?
Yeah.
Like I
that's
say,
correct.
my advice is, and I would say, like we said before, go in people's live streams. Like Cab says, go out. Sorry, Cab.
Don't matter.
Like Dark Matter says, go in go on people's channels and videos and say, "By checking my video out. If you like it, please sub," and stuff like that. Go in live streams. They will have a chat, be pleasant. Go and say, "I subscribe to you." 9 out of 10 times, they'll go and subscribe back to you. That's what I do.
And
That's how I get my subs.
That's the advice that Pixie gave to myself, and I try and go in as many live streams as I can.
Yeah, by all means, I think you could do it. 500 at least by Christmas.
He's on 274 at the moment.
When I started, my goal, believe it or not, for the year was 300 subscribers. That was my big goal. I was going to make 300 subscribers in the first year if it killed me. And I passed that fairly quickly. I was really kind of didn't expect that kind of growth. I had my first 1,000 in 8 months, and I had almost 1,600 in my year. So it all depends on how much work you're willing to do. What are you willing to do to get your subscribers? Are you willing to do the work? You gotta be willing to do the work. You make great video. You make as good videos as you possibly can. Put them up, and then you go out and watch other people's videos. You get into other people's comments. You leave comments for them. You go check out other people's channels. Check out shout out channels. Go to shout outs. Subscribe to them people. Get to know them. Get to know their communities. Basically, a lot of the times that my sub count really grows, I think, is when I get into someone else's community and I collab with them, whether it be on a live stream or through a video or whatnot. When two separate communities come together, there's a great chance of growth from both sides. Whether it be from like this collab here with Pixie that we're doing right now. If my people come over here and they're not subscribed to Pixie, they're going to come over and they're going to check them out, and they'll subscribe if they like what they see. I never push anybody to do it, but if they want to, they can. I definitely push that. When I do my live stream shout outs on Saturday, well, when I used to, it'll be a while, but I always tell them, come over, check them out. If you like what you see, hit the bell and subscribe, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. But yeah, no pressure because, I don't do no sub for sub because that don't work. That literally don't work. Now, I know you're going to say going to other people's channels and leaving comments and being like, oh, you have a great channel, can you come check out mine too, a sub for sub? And in a way, I guess it is, but it's better than sub for sub because, like, if you hit the bell, as long as you're hitting the bell when you're doing it, you can go over the next time they have notifications, check out their videos. If you like the person, you're going to stay subscribed to them. And
that's one thing I'll not do is I'll not unsubscribe to somebody unless I have to. And Tosh Timer said, "True, I'm here because I met Pixies Channel through Bossman's Productions live stream."
Right.
So there's an example there of what you just said.
Right. it's communities coming together and loving each other for the most part. You know, I mean, um, I try to get people to bring their communities to my live streams all the time because I think it's a great way for us all to grow together. Now, my idea on that was like let's say Pixie has his community, Mark has his community, and the lovely Mrs. Pixie has hers. Okay. Um, if we all have a place we can meet and bring our communities, like put out a big, be like, hey, come on, we're going over to a sexy party, you know, and bring our communities over there, and we all get to intermingle. We're all going to grow from that. Everybody that comes is going to grow, because like my people are going to be there. All right, now I'm teetering. I think I'm like 10 subscribers away from 2K. All right, you bring yours over there, and Mark brings his, and Miss Pixie brings hers, and they're all sitting there talking with each other. Everybody's subscribing to each other and get to know each other. We all grow from that, you know. We all grow. So that's how that works. It's kind of like a sub for sub thing, but at the same time, it's not, because it's communities coming together and getting to know each other. It's not a sub for sub deal on the purpose of sub for sub, because a sub for sub deal is like, let's say I don't know Mark and he's having a live stream and I jump in there, I'm like, hey, you sub me, I sub you. All right, and then 15 minutes later, go over to that person's channel and unsubscribe from him because he subscribed to me. Well, 10, if I subscribe to 10 people over there, 5 of them might stay, and there's a good chance that one of them is actually going to watch any of my videos.
Exactly.
So sub for sub don't work.
I've got a big fan, and his name is Douglas Fairchild. And every time I go into his live stream, he'll say, you know, and it keeps saying, "Oh, I drool over cakes and all this, that, and other." So I think a lot of that is how I've got a lot of my subs, because I try going over to his channel and support his channel. And obviously, he's sort of said out there, you know, that my channel is a baking channel, and he loves what I do.
All right. Well,
Exactly. Yeah.
let's say you come over to my channel and get in there and you get hooked up with Helga. All right. Now you already know Helga, but Helga's got a great cooking channel. Cooking with Will Spice has a great cooking channel. There's Booger 500 US that has a great cooking channel. There is God, what I forget, Pavi Project. She has a great cooking channel. Papa Texas used to do a lot of good cooking. I don't know if he's still doing any cooking or not, but he used to do a lot of cooking. Yeah, there's a lot of great cooks that are in my community. I mean, from the bushcrafters who cook in canteens all the way to Helga, who cooks great meals in their kitchen. Yeah, you'll fit right in. You'll fit.
Oh, Birksdale says, Ozzy Mark told me about this, so I came in from his channel, and wow, the subs I've received through his and your channel are amazing. Mel's gone, unfortunately. He's had to go back to work. What's to say? Matthew. There was a. Let me just go in here a minute. Scroll up the chat. I've just been reading it. Mark, you should see my neighbour's son across the street. He's got a Lego layout that makes most draw.
Yeah, I've seen that. I responded to that.
Because I know you do some pretty good models yourself with Lego.
You know, Mark, when I lived in Grand Rapids, there was a young man. Well, he was actually younger than me. He was probably in his early 40s, and he was mentally touched. He was special. Okay, but he was a what do you call it, a savant, and
Oh, what? Sorry.
a savant. Okay,
All
meaning
right.
that he was mentally handicapped, but when it came to the Legos, he was a freaking super genius. All right, he could make anything out of Legos. They actually had him come to Lego headquarters and build something there for him. He was just wonderful when it came to the Legos. But if you talk to him, it was just like he was a full-grown man, but it was just like talking to maybe I don't know, a 6 or 7-year-old child. And but his Lego setups were just miraculous when you went and looked at him. He made people's faces. He really loved the 3D Legos where where you made they look like whole buildings and setups and whatnot, like the Lego cities. He really liked them a lot, and it was really amazing to see him work. But you hardly ever seen it because, like I said, he was mentally handicapped, and they were really protective over him where he lived at. So
I could imagine that.
what's good reason, because I mean we lived in a pretty bad neck of the woods there.
It's all right. I'm just sorting a few little bits out on here. There we go.
There you go.
Mrs.
Yeah.
P has 217 subscribers now.
Who does?
Nice.
Mrs.
Me?
P. Yep.
Hey, 207. Yes,
Very
this
good.
is a sexy party. This is Tammy Marwell in OKC. Mr. Dark Matter sort of like got a bit carried away in his workshop and was
Yeah.
slightly late. So let's put it that way.
Like, I was real late.
That is why they see the panel on here. But we did do a sort of like questions and answers with Mark and Jeanette. Jeanette was reading and Mark was reading the questions off the chat as I was asking questions as well. So if you've got a question for Mr. Dark Matter, that will be absolutely awesome. If not, no worries.
Obviously, Toby's seeing the Bossman's video about the race between me and Mark to 500.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that video. I'll have to watch that one.
So you and
Yes,
Mark are racing, huh? Who's in the lead so far?
Jeanette.
Yee!
Oh, you better get busy, Mark. He's gonna whoop on you.
It's all the cakes, Mark.
Well, you know what they say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
That's right. That's right.
That's why I've got a big stomach.
I still love the fact that Pixie on his tagline still says, "Where is dark matter?"
Oh yeah, it does.
But he's had a few sherbets since then, Mark.
Just a bit. I think this is my hang on, 6th.
All right. You're the man.
Yeah, but I'm usually after my second one. I'm anybody, so.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to come and get him, you're quite welcome to him.
Bring to a good home.
And the Redneck Railroad said, "Dark, are you doing any carving work?"
Yeah, actually, that's what made me late. I'm working on a project for a friend of mine here on YouTube, and that's usually how it works out. I'm either doing commission work or I'm working on a carving for a friend on YouTube, and it's he ain't watching, so I'll just tell you what I'm working on.
And Tammy says, "Dark, when are you going to cook some more bacon?"
Oh boy, that was he liked that video, boy. Or well, she did.
She says you're a sexy beast.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, you're talking about Dark Matter. Oh, I'll get it then.
Yeah, she did say Dark is a sexy beast.
Our
Well, Sophie says I'll pass on having the pics, thanks.
Pixie's pretty sexy himself.
It's the bald patch that does it, doesn't it?
It can officially say he's been into a sexy party now.
Oh yeah. Well, I could tell you a thing or two of why that head of yours is so sexy, Pixie, but there's youngsters in the room.
Sorry, Mark, but I've got to take you out of
I'm going to say there's a reason why my hair's thinning as well, and it's you're looking at Pixie.
I'm a good boy.
I have an adult mind. Well, that's good. At least one was here. Then I mean,
Sheffield United is the same age as Mark. Actually, he's only 14 as well.
Oh, he's 15 now, I think. It was his birthday the other day. Remember, first game of the season.
Yeah.
See, I have ranges from 14 to upwards.
all right, now we're doing an interview here with Pixie. Do any of you have any questions for Pixie on the channel here? Can we get some great questions for Pixie and all of his sexiness up here?
I have a question.
I've been put on the spot. I don't know that.
Yeah, we turned that one around on you, didn't we?
Oh, no, right, I'm just going to put it on for you. I'll be back.
And nobody's actually guessed your middle name, even though I did put a hint. Even though I did put a hint in the chat.
It's Pixie Dust.
Pixie Dust. Oh my.
And Tammy's put Dark's milkshake brings all the girls to the yard.
So, Chef United, why are you still on? Why am I still on YouTube? And when are you quitting? Never. I'm here all the time.
Oh my.
That's see the sexy bald head.
You tell them I'm quitting when they take it down, baby.
Oh yeah. That'll be after this video then.
Literally, I'll be on YouTube until they tell me that they can't handle it anymore.
We're saying no more Dark Matter, no more Pixie, gone.
And Matthew Drake put Tinkerbellion.
Oh my
Tinkerbellion.
Tammy put, I made dark blush, love it.
Yeah. Oh my. My wife actually has a sticker of Tinkerbell on the back of her van.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've got a tattoo on my hand, but it's just like I don't know whether you can see it or not. A little flower.
I see the flower, yeah.
I'm just 5 stars.
I don't have any tattoos.
Well, it does, but it's not showing us.
No, I got a few. Mark does not have any, young man. I've
got 4.
You got a full back piece.
No, I've got 4 tattoos.
Oh my!
I can't show you.
Can't show us. Oh, I got.
I know where they are. I've got another one.
I've got 9 of them.
Hang on. Oh shit! Excuse me.
Sugar.
Does that say milk?
Sugar? Yeah. I nearly spilled my beer.
Oh, hey, that's an ass whooping. That's
oh yeah. I'll let you do some of your what's it on me.
Yes, I'll tell you what they say. On his arm, he's got Callum James, which is his son's name, and on the other one, he's got a love heart with my name on it.
Aw,
and I've got a space. I've got a space down here for all the other kids that I don't know about.
Oh.
From when I was a young man.
You're gonna have to have a scroll done. You know,
yeah.
old timey paper like papyrus scrolls come down. It comes down, then curls around, and has all the names in it. You know, you'll have 5 or 10 on this side and 5 or 10 on that side.
Oh God, I hope not. Can you imagine the payments you have to pay out?
Well, same as I say, we've been together 14 years and nobody's ever come knocking on his door.
Oh, well, that's
hopefully that's
because
the
you can't
case.
get old enough to drive.
Yeah. Oh dear me. Yes, I do apologise. I tell everybody not to swear. It is me swearing.
Oh,
It was for a good cause. I don't want to spill any of that.
Tammy says, what other tattoos do I have? I've got a rose on this arm, but it means me standing up. A rose. Oh, I've got a cherub on my right shoulder, and I've got a flower on my ankle.
Oh my!
But I'm not cocking my leg up onto the desk just to show you that one.
Now, Mrs. P, come on now.
You can't spoil the fun in a sexy party.
Would you be willing to stand on your head then?
No.
Darn it all. Now, what tattoos do you have, Mark?
None.
I
have none.
Okay.
It's legal in this country to have a tattoo unless you're 18.
Yeah, that's a very good law.
And Matthew Drake says he's covering his eyes.
I guess.
And Tammy's put actually chicka brown cow. What does that mean?
when I was your age, Mark, I got this one right here on my arm.
Oh wow.
That was my dad took me to the parlor and got that done. It's just a mountainous. It used to have, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it has a waterfall that runs through it in the sun and 2 birds behind it.
That's nice.
I don't know how well you're seeing that, but yeah.
I can just look here.
That was done when I was 14.
And Matthew Drake says, get Mrs. P a pogo stick. Why I'd want to do that, I don't know.
Yeah, so you could cop your leg over. I think that's what it says.
And Toby says he's gained 7 subs today. Awesome.
Ooh, 7 subs.
So
how long have I been on?
now what part of the UK do you guys live in?
Sheffield.
Sheffield. Okay, I have no idea where that's at.
It's basically smack bang in the middle of the UK.
Okay,
It's about 150 miles away from London.
Are there any landmarks or anything that historical landmarks around where you live, or anything you could do like logs on?
Sheffield United. Try Sheffield United. There's Sheffield United and the other team, which I don't like saying, Sheffield middle of the week, which is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I don't say that word. It is Wednesday. And there's 2 football teams in there. If you type in Sheffield United, it'll come up with Sheffield, and then you should be able to get all the different landmarks.
Now football over there is soccer, though, right?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. We call it football. You guys call it soccer.
Yeah, we call it soccer. Over here we have American football, which is I think it's kind of gay, but
well, the American football.
Look at it this way: you got a bunch of guys, you got a team of guys over here, and you got a team of guys. Not that there's nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with it, but you got 2 guys, you got a team of guys over here trying to tackle another team of guys, and they're running around, they're touching each other's butts and throwing balls between their legs. I never understood it. You're trying to keep your balls away from another dude, and if you do really good, you get a touchdown, and
That's
I don't even
rugby.
want to talk about the dog piles or anything. That's just
In this country, that is called rugby.
rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rugby.
Yeah.
Rugby is a man's game.
Yeah, I would have to say rugby is a lot. It's a lot like American football, but it's tougher.
Oh, I've gained a subscriber tonight.
And Birksdale has gained 6 subscribers tonight.
Woohoo!
And
I
Tammy
have
also, Tammy also said in the chat that Mrs. P only stands on her head for Pixie.
Oh my!
No, I don't. I
No,
don't.
you don't.
I'm gonna say I don't even stand on my head for Pixies, let alone anybody else.
Oh well.
Mrs. P is in the lead with me with all 4.
And the cheerleaders are a plus, definitely, Matthew Drake. The cheerleaders are definitely a plus when it comes to football. They're other than like the halftime show, they're the best part.
And my friend Douglas is in the house.
Douglas is back in. This is the one that drools all over Mrs. P's cooking.
Well, I'm just going to show him my cake, what I am going to be making.
Mm.
And it's a Halloween cake.
Now you call it a tart. Why do you call it a tart?
Well, it's because that's what it says on the description at the bottom.
All right. I can't.
It's basically you don't need to cook it.
Okay.
It's a Oreo biscuit base, and the green stuff in the middle is made up of custard with green food colouring.
So it's like a pudding pie.
Yeah, and covered in chocolate.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah. Okay.
So
That's cool.
There's something for you to drool over, Douglas. And I will probably be making Tosh Times put big hug Douglas Fairchild. Jeanette was just singing your praise a moment ago.
Oh, there you go.
Me and Douglas are like that.
Birkdale's just sub to Mark Plays. Oh, it says, but thank you. There you go. Sorry.
Still not caught up to me yet.
Go.
Sorry, Mark.
See, that's not fair. This is where Mark has got a disadvantage because he's at school while you're on YouTube joining people's live stream.
You know where
I
your
am.
mistake was, Mark. You went into a contest with a beautiful woman. That was your first mistake.
Why, thank you.
Never compete with a beautiful woman. You'll lose every time.
I'm going to have to go in Dark Matters sexy parties a bit more often.
Right. Jeanette, wait until you've got Cap 7, you've got Dark Matter, you've got Grim Reaper and all the rest of them. And there's all them, all the males, and then there's you. Well, that's just put it this way. You better be on your mettle on that one, love.
Yeah, and Talk Sheffield says, Pixie, you need to watch out there.
I know, I think I've got a bit of competition.
Well, you guys are definitely welcome to. Once I can stream again, anyway, you are more than welcome to come over and join me in one of my live streams. I would love to have you.
Oh, that'd be absolutely awesome, mate. Absolutely awesome. Because your streams are like, oh, I could just sit back.
I would love for my sexy parties to go international. It would be great.
Oh, they will do. Don't you worry about
that. And Douglas says he says thanks already drooling.
Oh my! Oh, over the pie. I get okay.
He was thinking of something else.
Oh yeah.
Matthew Drake, mind you, I never asked you.
No, if you look up, it's put years ago. I asked a cheerleader for her autograph poster. She sent me an extra full uniform, top, dress, tee, and pom poms. League is now defunct. It's got to be worth money now.
Oh, there you go.
And if not, if you can find somebody to fill it, it'll still be fun. Just
And
saying.
Tammy, Talk Sheffield United has put, what is cornbread? Maybe Dark Matter can explain what cornbread is.
Back in a mouth.
I don't know if I can explain it, but it's good. It definitely is good. It's kind of like, I don't. It's like, I don't think I can explain it.
You see, the only time I've actually seen cornbread is when I watched The Green Mile.
Oh, it's good. It's like cornmeal. It's like bread made out of cornmeal. It's not quite a biscuit. I don't think you call it a biscuit or a cook. Well, yeah, it's definitely it's a bread, but it's made out of like cornmeal, and it's really awesome. It's awesome stuff, and a lot of people like to eat it with milk. I've never tried it that way, but hey, a lot of people can't be wrong. So I'm gonna have to try it eventually. But yeah, it's it's a southern dish. Normally, I mean, like here in the north, we don't eat a lot of cornbread, but down south they do eat it. They eat it quite often. You'd have to try it. That's all I can say. Is get a recipe. You can get a recipe for cornbread, or even just go out and buy the ready mix stuff.
I've just looked it up on Google, Toby, and that is cornbread.
Yeah, it's good stuff, boy. One thing about cornbread that I've noticed, though, maybe I don't make it right, but it's a bit dry. It's a bit dry.
Cornbread and chili.
And according to this, it's got 330 calories.
Is that per inch or?
Well, that's Google for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's all right. I'm looking and it says one here that obviously they must have cornbread in Canada because it says this recipe comes from my mother-in-law in Canada.
Now, a good one to tell you about cornbread would be probably Grant Hubbard. He lives down south yonder, and down south yonder. I said down south yonder. Yes, I did. And he I would imagine eats cornbread all the time. Not that I'm trying to, what they call it when you pin something on somebody and stereotype.
Yeah.
Not stereotyping them, but yeah, I know they talk about it all the time because me and him are in the campfire crew together, and they're always talking about bread. It's good. You're going to want to try it. I've had it. It's good stuff. You're going to want to try it.
I might have to try making cornbread. See what Douglas thinks to my cornbread.
Ooh.
Now, what do you think about dumplings?
Oh,
stew and dumplings.
I'm gonna say Mr. P likes stew and dumplings.
Oh yeah, it's good, ain't it? Oh my.
Stew and dumplings.
You see, I only start making like stew or / casseroles when it gets a bit colder.
Ain't nothing like some bean soup with a nice piece of cornbread or a nice stew with some dumplings.
And Tammy says they eat cornbread a lot here in Oklahoma.
No,
we don't have none down our end, though, do we?
No. Now I hear. Now I ain't never tried it, but seeing how OKC has it a lot down there in Oklahoma, I hear a lot of people eat it with milk like cereal. I've never ever even thought of eating cornbread with milk. So I'm gonna have to try that.
The Redneck Railroad says, "Okay, now I'm hungry." And Mark's eating popcorn by the looks of it.
Yeah.
All this talk about food, huh, young man?
That's it. I started it off. It's my fault, really, because I was showing Douglas and Tammy the cake. Well, I don't, or tart, as I should put it, that I'm making. Matthew, yeah, go on.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, Matthew Drake's My World. She doesn't come on YouTube. If she did, the men married or not, the jaws would drop low. Ooh, who's that young about?
They on about Tammy, My World can oh,
Ah.
and I ain't had a drink at this.
Here's
I
my
know.
recipe for popcorn.
And Matthew Drake put to Tammy, what do you prefer, white or yellow cornbread? And she's put yellow.
Ooh.
Make it with some beans, Tammy says.
Yeah.
Well, it's not baked beans.
Well, what I might do is, I said this to Pixie a few weeks ago that I was going to make a stew. So instead of, well, I might do dumplings as well, but I might have a go at making cornbread to go with your stew. And Douglas loves cornbread. Hey,
Cornbread has kind of a sweet taste to it. It's hard to explain. Yeah, it's hard to explain.
I mean, from my point of view, having looked at the pictures, it looks a bit like a very light cake. But obviously, if you're making it from,
it's more like, God, it's like a cake. Yeah, it can be sweet like a cake too. But it's grainy. God, I don't know what to compare. Maybe like a biscuit, like in texture, maybe, but not quite. Oh God, what can I explain it to? Like you guys have had ground corn, right?
yeah.
All right. Well, that's basically what cornbread is made. It's made out of cornmeal. So basically, it's bread made out of cornmeal. So it's kind of grainy. It's got a bit of a like a sandpaperish type. I don't want to compare it to sandpaper, but I mean it's gritty, like sandpaper would be. I mean, but not. It doesn't
Like
taste
instead of having a smooth texture, it's got a bit of a gritty texture to it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, it's not like sandpaper. That's how I make my sandy blocks around here. We just make them some cornbread.
And Matthew Drake says kitty litter texture.
Yeah.
And I've just noticed Geeky Cole family are in, and I was watching their vlog earlier on today, and they was actually trying American treats, and they was eating Twinkies.
Oh my!
Twinkies! I thought they stopped doing them
with chocolate in the middle.
They brought them back. They brought them back.
On it.
Yeah, they brought the Twinkie back. Thank God. Poor Twinkie.
It says with custard, not chocolate. With custard.
So I thought I'd just put that out there while we're on the subject of food.
You know, I watched a couple of videos over the past year and a half. I've been on YouTube here, and about people in the UK trying sweets from America. And you always all say the same thing, that the American sweets are way too sweet. And usually you guys don't like them. Some you do, some you don't. But for the most part, like the chocolate that's from over here is way too sweet.
No, I've never tried any American sweets or chocolate. So I couldn't give the comparison of what they like to our sweets.
What's that?
So I've never had. I'm drunk again. I've never had any sweets or chocolate from America, so I couldn't make the comparison to what they are like. Like say if I had some of our sweets as well from the UK, so I couldn't tell what the difference is like.
Yeah, I've never had UK sweets, so I
And
couldn't make-
Matthew Drake says, if you're offered haggis, say no.
Yeah.
Oh,
no
I guess.
worries.
Oh God, no.
No worries.
Not that I've ever tried haggis, because that is derived from Scotland, which is the top part of the UK.
No disrespect to Scotland, but haggis is bloody awful.
It's isn't it like it's a rice and meat type dish that's stuffed inside the intestines of a sheep?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's filled. It's an intestine filled with all sorts of crap, basically.
Wow.
Matthew's got ooh, too gross.
Yeah, I think I'll pass on haggis. Sorry. We have a dish. We have a dish over here in America. It's called chitlins. All right,
what?
Yeah,
or
chitlin.
or chitterlings.
Yeah.
And I've never ate none. Some people think they're very good, but I could never get past the smell of them. They literally smell when you're cooking them. It smells just like your bathroom backed up.
Oh,
But you see,
definitely.
a lot of people in the UK, when they have like a breakfast, they have a thing that's called black pudding.
I've heard of it. Yeah, it's blood pudding. Yeah.
Yeah,
Black pudding.
yeah, and basically
Pig
that's
blood.
what it is. It's pig's blood. Now, Pixie and myself can't stand the sight of it, let alone
Not a
taste it.
chance. You have it with a fry of like sausages, bacon, beans, tomatoes, hash browns, whatever. And it's one of those whether you either love it or you hate it.
Right. I've heard that.
Oh, it's disgusting, mate.
I've heard that before. I got a couple of friends that live in. Well, I got a friend that lives. Well, no, I got a couple of friends that live in the UK. One lives in London. I can't remember the other place that my other friend lives. It starts with a B.
Birmingham,
Maybe.
Bristol,
That sounds more like it. Was it Bristol?
Bristol, yeah.
It could be. It's been a while since I talked to her, but she told me the same thing, that you either love it or you hate it. I watched a documentary on well, it wasn't a documentary, but it was a show that it was called How It's Made, and they were showing how blood pudding was made, and they showed them putting the actual blood from the pig in there, and it's dehydrated.
Yeah.
It's dry blood.
Mhm.
And Geeky says black pudding with a full English is nice.
No, black pudding is not nice.
Buckinghamshire. No.
Yeah, everybody's thinking it names of places in Talk Sheffield. Talk Sheffield said Blackpool, and Matthew Drake says Buckinghamshire.
That could be it. Buckinghamshire sounds right. I know she's not far from London.
Maybe Buckinghamshire
I
then.
would say Buckinghamshire is near London.
Yeah, that must be it then, because she says she's about, I think she said like 50 miles or so from London, if that. So
Yeah, it'd be there.
Yeah.
It'd be Buckinghamshire. Sorry, I think I've had too many of these tonight. My eyes are starting to go close.
Oh, Matthew Drake says my late grandfather, 16 Greats, lived in Devon. Well, we actually went to Devon for our holidays, a place called Bideford Bay.
Yes, very, very hilly.
Yes, very hilly.
now I just love your autos over there. I do. You guys got some of the strangest little automobiles over there. forgive me for saying that, but they're marvelous. Like oh, you got the BMW, the little BMW. I can't remember what it's called, but
Eagle?
where it's a 3-wheel car and it opens up from the front.
Oh, Reliant Robin.
Yeah, I think so. And then you have oh god, there's one that I just love it. It's got a motorcycle engine on the front. It's 3-wheel also. And it's made by one of your
Bubble car?
famous car makers.
See, Volkswagen are actually a German make.
Right. But oh goodness, this one is made over there, and your I think the same company makes your cabs.
I'll see if I can take that up.
Oh, word of
I'll-
warning.
I'll think of it when I can't tell you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize.
That's all right, mate. No worries. What we're going to say is word of warning. If you ever go in a 3-wheeler, the Reliant Robin, don't go in it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Go. Reason being is, oh god, I've got a cat. The reason being is, if you
That's Tucker
go in
trying
a
to get
Reliant Robin too fast around the corner,
Yep.
it'll actually go on 2 wheels like that.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh, let's put it this way: I was about 14, 15 when I went in one of them, and it changed my life.
Just remember to turn into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was art, mate. I'm telling you, my eyes flashed before my life flashed before my eyes.
Yeah, if you're turning like this, you're gonna want to turn into the fall. Turn into it, and it'll bring the other wheels down.
It were a madman. It was my sister's ex-boyfriend, whose dad's had the Reliant Robin. But my sister's ex-boyfriend drove it. He drove like a bloody maniac in it.
Let me see if I can't find out which
the
one.
the Redneck Railroad said Triumph, Bug-Eye Sprite, cool car.
Oh, the Triumph. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is aimed at the Redneck Railroad. I mean, I probably don't get it over there, but if you want, we've got a channel over here called Wheeler Dealers, and they do a lot of old cars, which they do up, and they've done, like, they've gone over to America and France, Italy.
They do all the old classic cars. And there's one guy that buys the car, and there's another guy that fixes the car. And there's just one guy on it, and it'll take him ages to do it. I mean, there's one car they bought. I forget what car it was, but they bought a car with a chassis underneath. They needed completely replacing. Oh, there's gone Mark.
Mark's gone.
It's called a
Hey?
Morgan.
Oh, Morgan.
Oh, the Morgan. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I think that was the one that they replaced. I can't remember.
Yeah, I was going to say, they sort of, what they do is some of the cars, they went right back to one, you know, these that used to wind up with the handle.
Yeah.
They've gone right back, you know, doing that sort of thing as well. Didn't they go in a rally once with that?
Yeah, that one was for the Brighton to London race that they did, and it was all the I think once a year they do a race, obviously from Brighton to London, and it's with all the old classic cars, and really, like Jeanette says, with all wind up things that you put in them, and there was some absolutely awesome cars in it, awesome.
Oh, Mark's getting all cars up, you see.
Say something, Mark.
Hello.
There you
I
go.
don't know what happened a second ago. It just cut off on me. Everything froze.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
They got some wonderful cars they're coming out with now. Them 3-wheel cars are just off the hook. I'm waiting for them to come out with. They actually, some guy did come out with a motorcycle that has a gyro system in it. Literally, you can kick the bike. You can kick it as hard as you want and slide it over even, and it won't tip over.
It won't tip over.
It won't tip over. It's got a built-in gyroscope in it.
I like that idea.
Basically, it's just like a disc that spins, and because it spins, it keeps its balance. Somehow, don't ask me how. I just watched the video. I didn't claim to know how it worked. But
Yeah, Geek Cool Family says he's only 2 away from 300. So if anybody in here hasn't subbed to him, please do so.
Was it?
Yeah, 2 more. Sub.
Geeky Cool Family, huh? Let me go check.
They are from England, actually. Geeky
Yeah,
Cool Family.
I think his name's Chris, if I remember correctly.
No, I'm not subscribed. So. Now you're one away.
You're one away.
You're one away, bud.
I like all the old classic cars as well.
Well, I mean, probably Mark has seen Wheeler Dealers at some time, but they even did, is it DeLorean, the Back to the Future car? They've done that as well.
They've got videos on YouTube, so if you want to go and have a look at it, just type in Wheeler Dealers, and they are really, really good. But the guy, the mechanic who was in there, excuse me, Ed China, he's now left the show. They're currently filming a new episode or a new series with a new guy, but I can't remember what his name is now. But it should be interesting to see how he goes on. See if he can carry on where Ed China's been in. Because he was in it from the start and has run, I think it's about 14 series or something like that.
I'll say Pixie does watch it, and same as he said, they said China has been it right from the beginning, and it's not the same when somebody else takes over.
No.
Mm. This is one of my favourite cars.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is that Rolls Royce?
It's a classic Tiffany.
Oof.
Yeah. You're looking at big money there.
Just a bit.
Redneck Railroad said, didn't Ed leave? Yeah,
he has left.
He has left. And same as Pixie says, it's just not going to be the same without Ed China, because him and the other guy's name's Mike Brewer. They were like a double act, if you know what I mean. And I don't think another guy coming in is going to have the same rapport as them two did together.
I think the reason why Ed China left is because one of the Wheeler Dealers took over by a different company, and they wanted to get Mike Brewer more involved with building the cars, and Ed China didn't agree with it. He says, we've been running it all this time with Mike buying the cars and me fixing them, and Mike's not a mechanic, he's a salesman. So why should you change something that's broken, which is, in a way, I agree with him. You know what I mean? Why change something that's broken if it works all this time?
Not broken, you mean?
Yeah. Well, I've had my beer answer, so. I'm sorry.
It's true. I mean, same as I've just said, they've had such a good rapport over the years. You know, it's not going to be the same with a different person coming in.
I mean, I'll watch it. Don't get me wrong. I'll watch it to see what it's like, and if it's all pants, I'll just say, "Nah, sod you. I'll not watch it no more." You know what I mean?
Wouldn't there be a difference with like TV shows, like the one I'm watching now? The next season they had to switch it up because at least 4 or 5 of the cast members actually left. They actually had to change up half of its story because of that. They have to do a new story now. They have to get, say, if there was a young boy in it, I think he's after leaving, so they have to get an
All
older
right.
fella now. So it's like they have to put in future tense now.
Oh,
But
there you go.
it's like a lot of the TV programs in England, like Porridge. Now, Ronnie Baxter and
Roddy Parker.
Ronnie Barker, that's it. They were Porridge, but it's been said that they're starting a new series of Porridge, and it's supposed to be them in their younger days.
Supposed to be, but it
But
weren't very good. Was it?
when they do a remake of a program, it's never the same as the original thing in my point of view.
What's that other TV show? I think is it an English show as well? Open All Hours.
Open all
yeah,
hours.
yeah.
Isn't it?
I've got more.
Sorry. Wasn't it the old actor? Well, when they did the first show of it, the old actor passed away.
Yeah,
he?
Ronnie Barker. Well,
Ronnie Barker.
Yeah.
Ronnie Barker passed away, and it was Ronnie Barker in the original the original series. It was Ronnie Barker and David Jason.
And Ronnie Barker was the shop
Ronnie Barker
owner.
passed away. Yeah, and then David Jason did it again, but as him as the shop owner this time round, and I don't think it was the same as it was back then.
Because I think it was funny because I think in one of the episodes that I saw, they actually had his ghost in the shop, like messing with him, messing with the cash register and stuff like they used to in the old show.
Ooh. Okay. Do you get any UK shows over there, Dark Matter?
What's that?
Do you get any of our old TV shows over there, like I don't know, Only Fools and Horses, Porridge,
Oh, well,
Open All Hours?
I don't know. I don't watch too much TV anymore, but we used to get British TV over here. We still had the BBC over here. So I would imagine we do get some of it, depending on what channel you're looking on. I used to watch. I remember watching the Benny Hill show. I used to love the Benny Hill show.
Benny Hill.
Oh, Benny Hill, you're hilarious.
And
You've got he's another one whether you had to like him or hate him.
right, yeah, either loved him or hated him. That's right.
Matthew Drake says, I loved Hotel Babylon.
Hotel Babylon. The name rings a bell, but I don't think I've seen it.
There was a show I was watching. It was more like a what do you call it? Where they show people's lives, everyday living. They're like not like a soap opera, but like a late night soap opera, I guess you would call it. But it was of a woman and her husband, and it was very dull. It was
very good then.
No, it wasn't very good at all. But I remember watching it because it was intriguing to watch for some reason.
Birksdale's put Faulty Towers.
Oh, that's hilarious.
She would lay into that husband of hers pretty good. So that's what I guess made it fun to watch.
It could have been
Bottom was a great TV show, Chris.
The Good Life.
Yeah, I think so. It could have been.
Yeah, that was crap. What about crap?
I'm just going to mute my thing because I need the little girl's room.
Okay. Wait a minute. Well, my all-time favourite comedy, I don't know if you've seen it or not over there, is Only Fools and Horses.
That was brilliant.
What was it called?
Only Fools and Horses.
I have a movie in it.
You've not seen Only Fools and Horses?
Never heard of it. No, I'll have to look it up on YouTube.
Look it up on YouTube. It's one of these comedy programs that has the longer it gets, or the longer it goes, the better it gets in the series.
Right.
It is absolutely hilarious. If you get the British language and the British, how can I say, how they say the British
Humor.
comedy side of it, you will find it hilarious. It is
Well, some of it I get, some of it I don't. But half of knowing the humor of the British is knowing their language. A lot of the things you have names for are totally different over here.
exactly. I mean, would you say, hey, Dark Matter, do you fancy going for a ruby? What would you think I meant?
For what?
For a ruby. Do you fancy going out for a ruby?
I would probably tell you no, because I have no idea what a ruby is. Is it a sandwich? Sounds like a sandwich. We have a sandwich over here called a Reuben.
No, it's not a sandwich.
Is it a drink or a coffee or
No, it's something that you eat.
something to eat? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I would be like, first of all, I'd be like, what's a ruby?
It's curry.
Curry, huh?
They'll say, we'll go out for a ruby. That's what they say in Olympus and horses, all different things like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't probably understand a lot of it, but um, depending on how they set up the joke, I might be able to get it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. If you could get the English language, you will absolutely love that. But it's not just mainly what they're saying; it's what they do as well. Like
Yeah,
some of
only
the
foods and
things they get up
horses.
to. Some of the things they get up to is like one scene. I think it was there was these chandeliers in the old houses, and you got the three characters. You got who was it? Rodney, Del Boy, and I think it was Grandad doing that one. And Rodney and Del Boy were up one ladder with a large sheet, bed sheet, and there was underneath this huge chandelier. You can imagine the big chandeliers,
Right.
and then you got Grandad in the above them, and there was two chandeliers. You got Grandad above them, and they was going to knock this chandelier out of the ceiling, and they were there with the bed sheets trying to catch it.
Oh,
And Del Boy says, "Are you ready, Grandad?" And he went, "Yeah, I'm ready. Right, go." So I whacked it with a hammer, the bolt that was at the top, holding the chandelier up through the joist. Whacked it with a hammer, and it was the wrong one. So you got to watch it to see it. It was the wrong one, so the chandelier just totally fell and just shattered everywhere.
And they used to drive about in a three-wheeler.
Oh, they're still driving by the three wheeler.
I
Was it
remember
one
one
of-
that had a couple old men in it too. That the old guys, they were always getting in trouble. But yeah, I can't remember none of the names of them. That's the pisser.
What? It only fools and horses.
No, I don't know if it was called that or not. It might have been, but this was these were two older guys, and they were always going to the pub, and then they would come home, and when they come home, the old lady would just give them hell.
Men behaving badly.
What is that?
Men behaving badly.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Morrissey and Martin Clues. That was my second favourite comedy.
Yeah, it was quite good. It was kind of maybe like a British version of like a Laurel and Hardy type thing,
Yeah, Hardy. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, Laurel and Hardy were quite good too.
Matthew
Toby.
Drake says, Pixie, kind of like your carriage. We say, what's that? Cal. Well, we say bonnet, boot. They say trunk and hood. Ah, that's it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. They say car bonnet. We say boot. and you say trunk and hood. You're going to write different sayings.
And Toby's put Pixie. Do you know who I mean when I say Frank and Betty? It says, Betty.
Betty Frank Spencer, another quality. Have you seen that one? Frank Spencer.
Douglas liked the show Are You Being Served?
Oh, I'm free. If you see
most
that,
of
you'll
them
know what I mean.
We'll say most of them are dead in that used to be in that as well.
Ah, they are classics, quality. Better than rubbish what's on telly today. That's why I turned to YouTube. The only time I watch telly is if Sheffield United's on, which is my football team. Obviously, the Blades.
What was that old show? What was it? It was two couples. The man's name was Richard.
That's the
woman.
Good Life. Good
Good
Life.
Life. Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Where they grown all their own stuff, and then they started having chickens and sheep and goats and.
I'm trying to remember. I haven't seen it in ages, but I'm just trying to picture now. Like they had neighbors. The man didn't like them.
They were snobs, weren't they?
And she had a sister who lived in like a broken down house, and every time she passed the rusty car, the dog would jump out at her, and she'd fall into the bush. What was her name again?
Penelope Keith, I think her name was.
Yeah.
Try saying that, Mr. P, when you've had a few.
I'm not even going to attempt it. Penelope Keith, yeah, that one.
Yeah. Oh my.
I've had 6, and like I said earlier, after 2 of anybody, so after 6, well, it's my oyster.
And I think my nan used to watch what was the TV? Murder She Wrote. Was that a?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't stand that.
They had some good ones.
Jessica Fletcher into name.
Yeah.
A Geeky Cool Family's put Bucket. It might be.
This is Bouquet.
Oh yeah.
But her name was Bucket. She was that posh. She didn't want to be known as Bucket. It was Mrs. Bouquet.
Mrs. Bouquet.
Bouquet.
Yeah, that's him after Coronation Street. What were his name? Jeffrey.
No, I can't remember. I did space in time. I've no idea. Right, guys, it's nearly midnight in the UK, and I'm getting rather sleepy. I've been up since 8:30 because somebody was.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I'm going to say you were up at 6 o'clock this morning, dear. I thought you meant you.
I will let him off because he's a good chap. So if you're not already subscribed to Dark Matter, when it's free to live stream again, I do recommend you go and watch him or watch some of his previous live streams. Absolutely awesome. Watch some of Mark Plaser's videos as well. They do some cool Lego videos. He can build some absolutely awesome stuff there as well. And also go and see Mrs. P's cooking vlogs as well, and also check out my channel if you don't mind. I'd like to thank everybody for coming in. I am going to close it down now. I thank everybody in the chat and all the previous people that came in the chat. And I would say thank you all. Dark, you're welcome to come in anytime, my friend.
Oh, it was a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Anytime, mate. Thank you, Mark Plays. Awesome having you in.
Thank you for having me as well for a long time.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, I think this
as always.
It's nearly the longest one we've done because we've been going nearly 4 hours.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
Really?
No wonder I'm tired.
Never 3.5 hours.
Let's put it this way: I shall not be getting up early in the morning.
And Birksdale said good night all and thank you so much for all the subs. It's been a blast. Night.
Night. I may do a live stream tomorrow. I don't know yet because Boss Man normally does one on a Sunday. I might start one a little bit earlier, so if you fancy coming in, then absolutely awesome. And yeah, if you want to come in, don't matter, more than welcome. And
I'll
everybody
keep
else,
that in mind. Maybe I will if I can shoot over. See what's
awesome,
happening.
awesome.
I got
All right,
I got to be able to remember to do it.
Not a worry, you came in the end. So, all right then, guys, I shall see you all later, and I'll see you on the next live stream. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.